Good morning, and welcome to another episode, very, very special edition of BLP. We're doing something a little different today. As you all know, looks like we got T Will, Impulse, Live all in the chat. So good morning to you guys. As you may or may not know, Blerd Lines Podcast is here to highlight all walks of life and blackness, all nerdiness, and all walks of life under that nerdiness. And that's why we're blurring the lines between what's black, what's nerdy, and bringing it together here. So
Amen.
today, what we're doing is we're gonna get our nerd on in the landscape of cinematography. So not only do I have my light skinned friend Demigod Shine here,
Yes, sir.
but I also have light skinned uncle Howard Clay, the director of one of the most popular indie films of the year, killing it on Amazon, Mile 19. Howard Clay, how are you doing, man?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. We got you here. I know we ended up kind of having a dry run with what we did the first go around. So here we are now, and seems like everything is going as needed this time around. So I'm excited, man. But Sean, we're not gonna forget you. How you feeling this morning, bro?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here. Happy to showcase this, man. This is a great movie. I've watched it a couple times myself, and I'm not just being biased. This is better than some of the BET movies out there for sure. So I'm glad I can share this with you guys again, and we can kind of go through and really get some questions in and see where the director's mind was when he made this film.
Yeah, and I agree. And it's funny, as I was sitting here this morning playing Street Fighter, I was thinking about this movie instead of thinking about Street Fighter, which is bad because I'm supposed to be off, y'all. It's these guys' fault. Like these guys down here, it's all their fault that I'm doing this right now. But what I thought about is the fact that this, in a lot of ways, is like comparable to what you would get out of like a Lifetime film.
Hmm.
Um, and personally, I hate Lifetime films because I feel like, for the most part, they are a cheap cash grab to cash in on estrogen. And I mean that in the way that most women deserve so much more out of their entertainment. But the difference with Mile 19 is there is true cinematography here, where you watch a lot of those Lifetime movies and they are in frame, but it's almost like the directors and the cinematographers are just like, all right, can they see it in frame? All right, cool. But as we get ready to hit the play button here very shortly, what you'll notice here is where Lifetime movies depend on lackluster acting to portray emotion, and you have to get things. And sometimes actors are okay. I don't want to just shit on them. Great cinematography with a singular frame can evoke emotion without anything happening. And there are so many scenes in this movie where that happens. And that's what makes this art versus being a cash grab of, oh, women are going to go crazy about this. Let's get an evil guy in here. Let's get a stalker ex boyfriend and let the estrogen bring the money in plus ad revenue. So none of that here. We've got art, and I love this movie. It's a really fun one. And before we get started, for anyone that's not seen it, go check it out on Amazon. It's a very affordable purchase. It's what is it, $8 for to own it? Is it?
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Three
I
ninety
think
nine
it's
to rent
Yeah, three ninety
yeah.
nine to
it.
rent it. If you want
I
to own
rented
it, yeah. Look, you can rent it, you can own it. I think it's like I bought it. It was like $8 or something like that.
It's like eight
So
dollars.
absolutely go and support black art. Don't support it because it's black art. Support it because it's good art and it's from a black creator.
Amen.
Yeah. So unless you have anything to get us started with here, we will go ahead and get this rolling.
Thank you for having me on here. To I am a nerd. Always have been. I was just for some reason I played sports, but I was reading 100 books a summer, so
Ooh.
I love art. I love just expressing, but also too, some of the things that weren't popular back in the day, or
Yeah.
even well, it's more popular now. I just appreciate you guys highlighting those things. as African Americans, because there are a lot of people out there who want to do these things, but society, wants them to play basketball. So I'm
Right.
glad you guys are out here doing this.
Thank you. Much
Thank you.
appreciated. All right, so let's go ahead and get this rolling. Unfortunately, if you've not seen the movie, that's kind of your problem. That means that you need to go to Amazon and purchase it, because we will be talking over the film, because the idea is we are going to get commentary and thoughts from the man of the hour, or the man of an hour and 15 minutes. And he'll kind of break things down and kind of answer questions as we go here. So enjoy what you can of the show. For everything else, go buy or rent it on Amazon. I'm hitting play now.
Yeah.
See that? Made this during COVID-19. Put some respect on that man's name.
Yeah, pause it. I just want to say something real quick. That right there is way more important than people. You gotta understand something. I want to start with is that this film was filmed during the beginning of COVID, not the middle or the end. So you got to understand, when I put out a casting call for this, I got a bunch of people at first, like almost a grand, like 1,000
Wow.
people, literally. Like I got paperwork, I got all receipts. I don't need to lie. So I had about 1,000 people interested in these roles. Once I'm in LA, we're filming in LA. Once
Woo.
the things started picking up, actors started dropping off. So if you got a problem with an actor or you feel, wow, they weren't believable, you got to understand the situation before we start to judge. Is that not only was there not as many actors available out of fear, I ain't gonna lie, shit, I was scared. So it wasn't just actors out of fear, there was also unavailable locations out of fear. Like a lot of locations closed down. You understand that LA stopped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning
Yeah.
of COVID. It wasn't even
Right.
funny. Like LA stopped. Like you could literally walk outside. There was no traffic. There was no cars. When we went to look at the actual Mile 19 where we shot at, literally there was no one there. Like so to I don't think people that they see that now on a lot of TV shows. Like you'll see you're watching on Netflix or whatever, and that's cool. But you gotta understand, only like 3 things or 4 things filmed during the actual start of 2000
Wow.
for COVID. So I'm sorry. So
2020.
so yeah, some
Mhm.
people like, man, that guy is this or that guy is that. I'm like, listen, if you don't understand, like I'm thanking God we lived through this
Right.
shooting. It was that
Right.
serious out here. People
Man.
were really having problems. But anywho, okay, I'm done.
So what you're saying is everybody in this movie is gang certified.
Gang certified.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how we did not get sick. Because the funny part was we were adhering to everything, but everything was new. And see,
Right.
my wife, who is the producer on it, even though she's acting in it, she was the COVID officer as well. And she's very what's the word? The cleanophobe people. So she
Germaphobe,
was
yeah.
very
Yeah.
like mask on,
OCD.
gloves, like so
Yeah.
she's probably the main reason why we did not get sick at all. Like no
Oh, that's
one
awesome.
no one on the set got sick. It was crazy. This was before COVID tests. Y'all don't
Yeah.
understand it. There was no
Yeah.
such
That's
thing as a
awesome.
COVID test. So we weren't there's no way to test. We were signing releases that you can't sue Howard Clay Films if you got sick. Like that's
Right.
how bad it was. But
Man, that's crazy.
But no one literally got sick, and we filmed for like 3 months.
And it wasn't no toilet
Wow.
paper. Couldn't find toilet paper nowhere. But
Listen,
y'all got
y'all
it
don't
done.
understand.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was crazy out here, and to I don't think it gets enough deserving. And I know trolls are out there and stuff, but I
Yeah.
just want to say, like, if put in the same situation, I've only seen 3 major people put out films, and that was Deion Taylor did a film called Fear that's coming out in January. The one film you can tell, I forgot his name. Denzel Washington's son that he put out with the young girl. that was filmed during COVID, and you can tell because it's only in 2 locations. Like they literally did not go anywhere. So I'm sure they had their crew on lockdown while they were filming it, and you can tell that they had to make a lot of changes. But anywho,
Yeah.
All
we can
right.
get to it.
Right. So respect to all the actors here.
Yeah,
Except for the hobo,
yeah,
because the hobo did it.
yeah. It's not just I had the pick of the litter. No. I had to bargain and plead just these people to come, just out of safety concerns. So it was definitely very different when we actually cast it compared because we cast it in April. We didn't start shooting till July. So in those
wow.
3 months, a lot of people dropped off. A lot of people
Right.
weren't interested. So it was challenging.
Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and get it rolling once again. Pow.
My bad.
No, you good. You good, man.
You're good.
This
is what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what the director's commentary is, man. It's your commentary, sir.
I'll keep it shorter next time.
Keep it short if it needs to be, but if you need to elaborate, by all means. Like, I know I had highlighted this during our first meeting, but love the music. Just like the dissonant tones, the piano kind of clashing.
Yeah, he's a genius.
It's based on true events, right?
Yeah.
In other news, sad story to report. Another young lady has come up missing, and it is feared that she possibly has become a part of a new problem the cops are looking deep into. She was last seen on 32nd Street in Compton. Hey, YouTube, don't get us. We are in here with the director himself, okay? So hey, if they come and get us, you got to make sure you reverse that claim for us.
I own the rights to everything. YouTube should be super cool.
There you go. Sweet. Yes, that's big boy energy right there. He said, "I own the rights to everything." Oh, that. You know what? That is the biggest flex that we can have on this show. He said he owns the rights to that. Just lit a fire in my heart, man. I'm so happy to hear that you own the rights to your shit.
All the music, everything's original. So like it doesn't.
So fire.
Yeah, we didn't borrow nothing from nobody, so it's definitely
there are no samples in here at all.
I got paperwork.
That's beautiful.
Right. So the lighting in the dark is fire. That's something, and I nailed that before. That's something that's hard to nail in a lot of films is nailing the lighting in the dark, especially with dark-skinned people. So so shout out again to your lighting team and everybody that goes into that because that's always impressive.
Jacob is a genius as well. I had a really good crew, and Jacob is real passionate about what he does. Plus, we were also I had a good colorist. Mark also helped to bring out the skin tones the way they should look. And that was really good because it's very hard to shoot night scenes with black folks.
Oh, we all come out looking like Akon if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with Akon. Shout out to Akon building that city out in Africa.
The youngest victim recovered was just 3 months old, and the average age of those victims is 15. FBI Director Christopher Wray said.
Teenage girl is safe tonight, and 4 people are under arrest charged with human trafficking.
Who did these news reports? I don't think I saw them in the credits.
No, those are real news reports.
Yeah.
They didn't get flagged, so we let them ride.
Hey, there we go.
I think if you keep everything under 20 seconds, I think it's okay.
Right.
So no, those news reports are real reports, and they're like real people. You're right. I should have credited them. I probably will in the future.
333. Buddy be tearing
When she
that sleep up.
first woke up, it was 1919, but that was a dream.
It was 119.
119.
It was both.
Oh, I'm sorry to startle you,
But
baby.
that was the dream. This is her
Everything
actual
okay?
awake.
Why are you up? I thought you had a big presentation today.
I'm fine. I've just been having a few nightmares for the last few nights, and they just keep getting worse.
Well, what are they about?
And they keep happening around the same time, which is weird.
That boy got that fuckboy haircut. Look at him.
That'll help you get back to sleep.
Thank you, love. I would like that.
Here you go, baby. Are you sure you don't want to talk about anything?
I'm sure. Well, I don't know what's going on. I'm just restless, I guess. But the dreams,
It's already sleep.
Right. I told y'all he got the
About it.
fuckboy haircut. Y'all wasn't worried
He
about
ain't-
it. Look, if you
he
did
ain't
that to
worried
your
about it.
woman, if you did that to your woman, she would like wake you up. She probably wouldn't even wake you up. She would just like press you on her back and just like throw you on the couch. It's like, black man, I'm worried, and you over here asleep in the middle of this conversation. She should have known at that point that she needs somebody else in her life, man. I'm trying to be good because I already know all the secrets now. But I'm telling y'all in the chat that the hobo did it, and y'all gonna watch when y'all see the hobo. Y'all gonna be like, "Oh, that hobo is suspect." It is for a reason, because the hobo. I'm just putting it out there, y'all. The hobo is it. The hobo is the
How
killer.
old are you to be saying hobo? You're not that old.
But hobo is fun. Nobody wants to hear the word bum. That's not entertaining. Hobo is where it's at.
Yep.
You can tell that's a COVID street. Running in the middle in LA, nobody outside.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, you know?
Only cars on the street was our cars, our producer cars when we were
Right.
driving around.
I'm not homeless, and I'm sorry to bother you. I just need a little change to get back and forth to work.
Watch the hobo, y'all.
I'm just trying to jog. I'm sorry.
Look, watch the hobo.
trying to get home. I said no. I can't help you.
She's not even a hobo.
She's a hobo. You see that vengeful look in her eyes when she
What?
said no?
What hobo you know tries to get home?
So this she's not trying to get home. She's trying to get to hobo work.
Do you think you're ready?
This is what I'm gonna tell you about films and why I'm saying that the hobo is the killer. Because in movies, they never give anybody that's insignificant that much FaceTime. That was a little too much for me.
Money coming.
I'm so proud of you, baby. You've been working for this moment for a really long time, and it's your time now. You've been the amazing mom, an amazing friend, an amazing lover.
I think the actors do really good trying to display that level of, I guess, intimacy without really touching each other during this COVID time too.
My guy said an amazing lover.
Boss magazine. The next day.
Yeah, he is happy to get his swirl on with his fuckboy cut.
It's come at a great sacrifice.
It'll be worth it. You and your team have been working hard for a year to land this account. And they love you. All you have to do is present it, and all your troubles will be over. You've earned it. No one can take that away. And your daughter is gonna be really proud. You're setting the best example for her.
You know, when she graduated from high school, I had no idea how I was going to pay for college. But I took a chance. It's going to pay off. You're right. I think she will be proud.
I know she will be. And And so will I. Shoot, look at the time. Hey, I gotta go. You know how traffic is. But remind me what time your meeting is?
11 sharp. And then when I'm done, I have a date with Allison, my beautiful daughter. She has some type of surprise for me.
Oh, okay. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Hey, will I see you tonight? Are we celebrating?
You look
Nah,
wonderful,
I
lover.
don't like celebrating, but I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Your team's not gonna let you have a great meeting, sign the biggest deal of your company, and not have a little fun and party. But just call me and let me know, okay? Love you, honey.
Love you too.
so this is my thing. Now that I know what I know about Mrs. Clay running the COVID brigade during the shooting, all I can imagine her doing is between every tape, be like, "Hey, wash your hands," because he touched her like 4 times. That's the fly on the wall I would have wanted to be, is right in that moment. What was she doing? How did she direct them every time somebody was touched?
Good morning. Today's the big day.
Yeah, it was in the
Thank
script
you,
for them to
love. So
kiss.
glad
We
that
took
you
that out
remembered.
quick.
How could I forget? It's the only thing you talked about for the last month, and we talked 3 to 4 times a day. This is major.
She's very charismatic.
My mom, the superstar. You do have a face for television, and I'm excited about all the gifts that come with it.
It's not that big, but yes, I am ready for my presentation. I've been up all night, the team's been up all night, but I know that we're prepared. And gifts? What gifts?
I made you who you are. If it wasn't for me telling you to go to pursue your dreams and not worry about me, where would you be?
You're right. You're right. Okay, one gift. But let the ink dry on the check before you go shopping crazy. How are your classes going?
They are definitely not intro classes anymore. They are progressively getting harder.
They have a really good energy.
Oh, college
Yeah.
is nothing to play
Yeah,
with. The
their
classes
chemistry
are
is really good. Like it almost sounds like they're talking in person while it's an on the phone
Yeah.
conversation. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
believe that these scenes were shot in the same room if somebody didn't tell me different.
New classes, new
They were
friendships,
shot
new
3 weeks
year.
apart.
I think I'm getting the
Seriously?
Wow.
Yeah, like shout out to the editor because they did a really fucking good job on that.
I'm so excited. Oh, and then I forgot.
Wow, like that's impressive.
So it's not a surprise
Right.
for you.
Right.
That scene is day 2. That scene is day 13.
Yeah, he said he was gonna come by this
Damn.
weekend.
Yeah, that's hard.
He hasn't. Speak of the devil.
Wait, was that someone at your door or my door?
Oh, I think both.
Okay, well, be nice to Dad. Okay, someone's at my door. I love you. Text me after your meeting tonight. I'll see you later. Love you.
I love you too. I'm coming. Be patient for a change.
What is this?
There's my boy.
Pay for this month. Okay, I can't
Yes,
keep her
sir.
from you. She's both of our daughter.
Lower your voice. I am not your daughter.
Linda, I am tired of this. Aren't you in a relationship? Can't he help? What man can't help his woman?
Keep Charlie out of
Oh.
this. I'll have the
Podcast
money
Charlie.
check today. I'll be able to pay you back. And there's no reason that Allison needs to know any different.
And you always say this. Okay, every meeting is the big meeting. With all your get-rich schemes.
That is not fair. I've been working at this marketing firm by myself for a while. It's not a scheme. I work hard, Ralph. I have dreams too.
That delay is just from YouTube, right? That's not on the actual film, is it?
Yeah, no, it's just from YouTube.
Yes.
We have
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just from YouTube.
College.
Oh, that was
If we can't
scary.
work as a team, then we fail. That means she failed.
Then what do you want me to do?
Just communicate with me, okay? I don't like surprises. Allison is my
I'll be right back,
everything.
guys.
Listen, I'll pay this one, and then you can pay me back after your meeting. So is this the big one?
Don't act like you care.
I've always cared about your success, okay? Don't be like that. Is this the big one?
Yeah, they've already agreed upon the terms. They just want us to present in front of the board. They're giving us a check today. The whole team's excited. This is what we've been working on for over a year.
I'm proud of you. Oh, really, I am. You're becoming the woman I knew you were. Listen, I'm sorry for acting like that, okay? You know I get passionate about her, daughter. You know that.
I know my past is questionable. I made a lot of mistakes and a lot of bad
Did Rome go to
decisions.
acting school?
No, he just does a lot of plays.
Focus now.
Oh,
So,
okay.
On
Okay.
like,
my dreams and going after my goals.
yeah, he's still strong on the plays.
I just need
Got
you
you.
to have a little faith.
Okay. I trust you.
Because he came in with that strong energy and then was
Yeah.
able to like mellow out and go a lot of different
You
places in
have
this
the many
one
I've been
scene.
having.
Listen, I got to get on down the road, okay? Maybe tomorrow. You got to get ready for your meeting anyway. What time does your team get here?
I actually thought that you were them, but Allison told me you were on your way.
You talked to Allison today. She has a big surprise for you, so be ready.
She pregnant?
Don't play.
Now, we raised a great girl. I'm sure whatever it is, I'll be proud.
Don't just be proud. Be excited. She worked hard on this one.
How you know when I don't?
Because she had to borrow from me.
You're right. Shade, but you are right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how we highlight the fact that despite the fact that they have their differences, as a black couple, they're able to come together for the greater good of their daughter who is furthering her education. Like, it's so easy to portray toxic black couples and ex couples and everything in
Right.
between that. I love to see that despite the fact that they started this scene bumping heads, everything is all love by the time it's over.
Why are you not dressed?
Good call out.
And why did
Yeah,
they
I
get
mean,
you
it's good to
brownie?
bump heads.
First thing,
I mean, that's
good morning.
life.
Yeah.
But everything shouldn't end in an argument. It should just be a conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
Agreed.
You know me so well.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, what's going on?
How have you been sleeping? I mean, any strange dreams or anything?
Well, after this corona craziness, I don't think any of us have been able to get back to a normal anything. But to answer your question, I've been feeling really anxious lately. And due to this $1 million deal we about to
Oh.
close. But other than that, I've been sleeping okay. Why? What's going on with you?
My dreams have been getting worse.
All right, we got a question
Okay.
coming
I
in
don't
the
like
chat.
dreams anymore. They feel real, like I'm reliving a moment or something.
Can you explain? Because maybe you're having serious anxiety or nervousness and it's affecting your dreams. I read that somewhere. Stress can be overwhelming. You have to take care of your body. And you know you be eating all that meat. I told you that meat has spirits in it.
Please, no vegan talk this
See
early
the
in the
question.
morning. But maybe you're right.
About going vegan?
No, about being stressed. I'm battling bills, a new man, an old man, my daughter in college. It's a lot.
Okay. So what the question is, we just got it in entirety. I'm going to pause the film for a quick second here. So our question from the chat reads, with the script, you were finished when you started casting, right? How was the process of going back into the script and adding in COVID?
That's funny. I wrote COVID in the script.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wrote COVID in the script in the last take, right when COVID began. That's a true statement. Like in March, we had started um, we started doing pre-production. So the first step in pre-production, well, one of the first steps is finishing up, finalizing the script. So as we were going through it, I added that in like soon. Literally, it had just started, but I have my own theories of it. So that those lines were added in there before production began, after COVID started. So yeah, they're new because I wrote the script a year before we filmed it. But when we went back to make the changes, like when we're just doing editing, that line was added in there way before we started filming. So yeah, I kind of was thinking in my head, when will this film actually come out? It'll come out hopefully by the time COVID is over. So,
Yeah.
or at least has gone down a little bit. So that was kind of like predictatory, I guess, if that's really a word. But I was just trying to predict where we would be at in life when this actually came out.
Right. So you woke up at 3:33 and you had that vision and you put it in the script.
Exactly.
And that's dope. And
so yeah, it was not done on the spot. It was done in pre-production before we started filming. So the script we sent out to everybody in Mayish, June, already had those lines in it.
yeah, and that's dope because what we see sometimes is when we go back and look at some of the bigger films, like for instance when the first Black Panther came out and we got the line "What are those?" when he had on the shoes, which was okay, but it fell flat simply because the timing of when that joke was relevant versus when the movie came out. But I'm sure when you're working on smaller projects, the benefit of that, it's a lot easier to keep things relevant and change things on the fly when necessary. Would you say?
Yeah, especially because I just tried to think ahead of what happened. I wouldn't say it was easier, but I was just trying to predict where we would be at, when the movie actually came out. So I think that they thought that joke was going to keep riding for a while. But yeah, you're right. It did age itself kind of quickly. But yeah, I was right. I knew how long it would take me to get through post production. So yeah, it worked out really well.
Man, he saw the future on that one. Let's go ahead, hit
You'll
play.
see several lines about COVID in it that were filmed during COVID that are actually predictions. And the predictions came true.
Have you wrote a Simpsons episode before?
Right.
We gotta watch this, man. We gotta watch him.
What we've been working for. And I told you when this all started that nothing could and nothing would keep you from your destiny. Look at us now.
You were right. Look at us now. Our time is now.
Exactly. Now, go get dressed, and I'll listen out for the others to come up. Then we can get out of here. Did you need me to make you some more coffee?
Yeah, it's been a long night.
I can't wait, y'all. My favorite character is coming up.
Now go.
Hey, best friend. Really sad that you're leaving for this weekend, but I'm excited for you.
I know. This is my first trip back home, so I'm so excited.
You packed?
Of course I am. I was packed like a week ago. Packing brings me anxiety.
Oh, I know. Wait, what do you think your mom is going to say about the big surprise?
She is going to be crazy if she has.
How old is she?
The day she's about to have. She is.
Which one?
The daughter.
So you know what that means.
31.
That is insane. She's 31.
And I can finally prove to her
Yeah.
how big of a responsible adult.
I mean, she's a convincing college student.
That's ever happened to her. I mean, she loves
Right.
you.
Yeah, she looks really young, but no, she's 31.
That's nuts.
Wait.
Just
She's
please,
28.
please
Sorry.
be careful. I mean,
All right, we're not gonna tell her you called her 31.
people, they've gone crazy.
30 is big when you under 20. She'd be upset right now.
Right.
No, she's 28.
But that's still a convincing college student though. That's
Oh
dope.
yeah, she looks extremely young.
What is it, like a makeup trick, or does she just look like that?
I promise.
She just looks like that.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she looks super young.
She can't go to the club. She's still getting carded. That's wild.
Thank you.
Even when she was,
I will be extra careful.
she's an actress and a dancer and performer. And when she was performing, we went to see her one time, and it was weird because she looked like a teenager. I was just like, okay.
Oh, wow.
Right. So I think I'm in the wrong spot.
Literally.
There's my boy.
I am broke. I put every single
There's my boy.
Mitchell.
be over with so I can go to the bank tomorrow.
I'm right
You
there
like
with you.
Jeff, huh?
Last night, I
That's
went
my
to the
guy,
grocery
man.
store and my card got rejected. The nice man behind me paid for me.
All right, chat. Just watch as you guys continue to watch the film. My guy Jeff is going to read your mind and say what you're thinking multiple times.
Today to finalize the deal, I nearly lost it. I was so excited I barely even slept last night.
I'm used to having no money, but I am not used to being broke.
Please explain the difference.
No money is when you can't really get what you want. Broke is when you doing something strange for a piece of change. You know what I mean, Della.
Sam is really funny too.
No,
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Whatever. I'm just glad we made it happen.
Not a moment too soon, as I really do not want to have to move back home. This needs to happen today, or else
She does
I'm gonna
stand
be
up
the
too.
one
She's
who's
real
gonna do
funny.
a little something strange.
Oh, really?
For a piece of change.
That's what's
You know what
up.
I mean?
Yeah. Catch her at the Apollo.
Get it?
You ready to make some money?
Hey. Boss lady.
We about to be prosperous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all and all the sacrifices you've made for the team just to get us to this day.
And we appreciate you.
You are our hero. We will
You know,
always
the
hold you
plot
up
twist to
first.
this film is they are dancing over this $1 million deal because they don't realize how much the overhead for the deal is going to take out of that $1 million before they split it in 4.
Plus, you know,
They about to walk away with like $70K each.
Well, though, so I got up and I watched Beyonce's documentary, then Ozark, then reruns of The Office. So I'm just gonna sleep in the car, but don't mind my snoring.
I had a long night too, but I am very excited.
Well, who's ever in the front with me needs to be awake and alert.
I'll accompany you in the front. That way I can distract you and make sure you don't fall asleep on this 2-hour drive.
I'm fine. I haven't been sleeping well for weeks, so nothing is new. I promise. I'm fine with driving.
Okay, I just don't want us to crash or something and then end up on the side of the road and all of a sudden we missed a meeting and then it's back to corporate America.
Why would you say that? You so ignorant.
Why would you put that energy out?
Not calling him ignorant.
And great. I rebuke
Look,
that energy.
I say corporate America is freaking terrifying.
Bruh.
Should we be putting our lives in danger?
Thank you.
We did not come this far to be driven off the side of the road.
What time is it? Shouldn't we be going? We don't want to be late to the biggest day of our business life.
Yes, enough negative talk. It's time to go. Y'all ready?
We've been waiting for you.
Hey Linda, did you ever get back with that program that was asking you to donate? They emailed me again.
No, right now I just don't have the time to help anyone, you know?
Hey, I get it. I do not even understand why you're considering it to begin with. Sometimes you gotta be a little selfish to achieve your own goals. There's a time and place for everything.
Yeah, right now is neither the time nor the place to be helping people we don't know. I mean, I'm sure as time goes on, my opinion will change.
Probably not.
Y'all ready to go? Let's bounce.
Yes.
I'm a stunner, means I'm a gunner. Hunter,
Hey.
baby mama's want
What an amazing opportunity to be the marketing firm for one of the
Cruising.
multiple large
You know what I'm saying? Catching good vibes.
First clinic of Greater Los Angeles.
It is amazing.
If y'all go through this presentation one more time,
How did you shoot this car scene?
about something else.
Oh, that's the worst story ever.
Oh, it's story time. Let's go ahead and get
There's
that.
like, am I live again? I mute myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like there's the only but you look how clear her face is. That's coloring. The only problem with this scene was we couldn't get the license to actually film on the road. Again, because COVID was blocking a lot of access and people just weren't at work, like they weren't returning phone calls.
Right.
So this is actually 4 different shots on 4 different days.
Jesus.
We tried to
Man.
cover that up as much as possible. The 4th day is on the cut room floor. There's a whole nother scene that's on the cut room floor, a take that we did it in 4 different locations. So this was really hard to bring together. The editor did an amazing job, and the colorist tried to bring the colors as close as possible. What we figured was that if we could do it quick enough, no one would notice the difference. Like
No
if
one
we
would
just
know.
if it would nobody would know it, and we did it as close as we can. Another funny thing is that I don't know why, but whatever reason, they could not memorize the lines, the girls in the back seat. So if you notice during this scene and the other scenes, they're looking down a lot, is because the scripts are in their laps.
That's awesome.
It's hilarious because we know people look at their phones when things are happening. So we kind of knew people would, believe that they were looking at their phones, but actually they're looking at their scripts. This was a change. It was a change this was a change in the script after production. So they had like 3 days to memorize it, and neither one of them memorized it at all. So instead of even taking the chance, I really wanted to lay down that groundwork of what the $1 million deal actually was, so that there wouldn't be questions about that. But yeah, this was shot literally. We shot this driving scene 4 different ways, but you only see 3. The back seat is one, Jeff is another day, and then Angelique is another day.
That's crazy.
Linda is another day. So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
you're looking at 3 different days on the screen with a 4th one on the floor. Not to mention the wide shots, which is a 5th day. Any wide shots of the car is a totally different day.
That is insane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It seems like it comes together really well in my
Yeah,
opinion.
you don't waste let's pretend Linda is like Denzel. You don't waste Denzel time by driving down the street. So
Yeah.
that all the photos of the outside shots, there's no actor in there. I think that was me driving.
Gotta get it how
I
you
think
live.
it was either me or Ravisha driving that car. Angelique
that's
was
great.
nowhere around.
That's wild. Just the amount of, and I mean, this isn't just like small films, like even big films to a certain degree, is how well can you Jimmy rig and realize that all that is seen, it is what is in the frame. That's
Right.
dope.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you have to be able to see the end before you actually film it. So you have to know what your vision is before you go forth with it, and that's how I do everything in life, is I envision the end first, because I have to see where we're trying to get in order to properly do what we can do right now.
Yeah. I mean, and it shows because clearly you had some ideas, and I mean they came to fruition. We have the film, and it's a solid film.
No film is shot linear at all. Like not there's not one film. Our first shot of the day was her waking up out of bed. That actually was the first shot of the first scene of the first take. But other than that, everything else is out of order. That was the only thing that was legitimate. That first scene was the only thing that was legitimate.
Yeah, there you go. So you guys here first, in case you were somewhere in La La Land and did not realize that films are not shot in sequence. And that makes it really hard for the editor to do their job. So there you have it. Because my head is spinning at the idea of being like, all right, I got from 20, 30 different days. I've got to put these all together. I've got to put them in sequence. I've got to splice the audio. So shout out to the editor. I know you said that your editor is, or lead editor at least, has a bit of a track record. Do you want to give them a shout out before we hit play again here?
I can't remember her name, but when I remember it, yeah, I'll definitely shout her out. She does. She's a professional. She works on CSI Hawaii, and she worked on a few other shows too. So yeah, she's really good.
That's what happens when you got that good old budget money, y'all. That's why I said the overhead hit different than the budget. You know what I'm saying? If y'all hear that our guy Howard got $5 million for his next film, understand that's not $5 million in his pockets. He got to pay the actors, the editors. He got to get these licenses. It hit different, y'all. Being a millionaire ain't what you think. Shoot for wealthy. All right, let's hit play. Let's hit play.
They get a choice, and we want them to choose our hospital.
Technically, it's not our hospital. We'll be working for them. We will be helping patients choose the Blerd Clinic of Greater Los Angeles over other hospitals.
So our name's not going on the building?
No.
Not even the bathrooms?
I'm not even gonna dignify that with an answer.
I'm just excited. So excited that now I have to pee.
Linda, can we stop before we head down this never-ending road?
Actually, I need to go to the restroom as well. Plus, I want an energy drink.
All right, there is one station.
The energy drink gonna make him pee more. That's a setup.
I'm not trying to be late.
Right.
We will not be late. Mom.
Hey, Della, Can you check my phone to make sure that it's working?
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. It's just Allison is supposed to text me before she left for school, and I don't want to miss it.
I checked it. It's on. See?
That's petty.
Crazy. But thank you.
Trust me, Allison is the best thing you ever did. I'm sure you won't miss her text, and she'll be extra careful.
You're right. I mean, I guess I'm...
So is the car actually moving here?
Nah, I'm outside pushing.
Seriously? That's
Yeah.
great. Oh, here's a scene that I saw that had editing artifact in it here coming up soon. I want to see if you can maybe fill in this blank for me because I saw this during the initial watch and I'm like, ooh, something happened here.
Or we could take Highway 2, but I heard
Let's
Highway
see
2
here.
has a lot of cops.
How much longer if we go this way?
Same amount of time.
Well, remember, Pam has warrants, so let us avoid the police. We'll take this highway. That way there's no distractions or obstacles.
Well, remember, Pam has warrants.
There it is, right there. You see? Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what happened here? Was there a car that didn't need to be here? Or?
No. This is another thing that has to do with budget.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to three different houses to get everything done. Usually one house handles all the post production.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go to three different people because we just couldn't afford doing it at one house. Well, anyway, when the information or the file was transferred to the last house that handled the coloring, for some reason, his version has that bleep. In the original version, that bleep is not there. So what it is that Rabisha, Della, and Pam came out too early.
Oh.
They came out for some reason they weren't listening that well on that day. I don't know if it was the heat. I don't know. And I'm on camera like upset because they kept coming out. Like I don't know. They said they couldn't hear me, but really, I don't know. But either way, they came out too early, but we really liked the scene. So we just kind of push, and they come out and they look at us and then they scramble back in like little rats. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, we didn't want to retake the shot again because the weirdest thing is the road that we're on that you can't see where we're standing is not licensed, but the road behind where the black car is coming in at is licensed. So for some reason we couldn't stand on that road and shoot this shot, so we had to make sure once we got it we were done.
Yeah,
because
that makes sense.
The host came out and was just like, you guys can't be there, and I was just like, okay, we're finishing up.
Right. Yeah. Next time, tell them, hey, it's a free country, sir. Freedom of speech. Probably won't get you far, but hey. But yeah, that's dope though. So now I know that you were behind camera here yelling at them to go back into the gas station. See, Sean, I told you we were originally watching. I said something happened here, and I know it's interesting. Now we know.
Yeah, and it wasn't like I said, it doesn't show up in the original edit, but when my colorist redid it in Resolve and whatever program he used, for some reason.
Can you say that again? He did it where?
In Resolve.
Oh, Sean, you know what software I use?
What's
DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah,
it's the best one to use. It gives you the most customized, the most options. Like, it is absolutely the best that you can use. Like, there is Adobe Premiere, but DaVinci Resolve is where it's at. So I'm happy to know that I'm happy to know that we see him right here. So good. Yeah. All right, let's get it rolling.
May I help you? Do you need something?
I think you dropped your wallet.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Buddy hit that Batman move in the whole car.
Yeah. Real quick.
Look, they came out at the right time.
I brought you some coffee just in case you needed it.
Thanks.
You sure you don't want me to drive?
I know I don't want you to drive.
Watch the cups that are supposed to be full.
Tickets say.
Whatever, Jeff. Linda, if you need me, let me know.
No, I think I'm okay.
Dang.
Right, she just flinging it around.
This must be serious.
That's what you get. My girl's got this. Now let's get there. I'm ready to be a millionaire.
Guys, I promise I'm okay. It's just, you know what? Never mind. Let's just get to this meeting. It's time to change our
Right.
lives, okay?
They're flinging that cup.
Right. Let's just get to the meeting because we don't have license to be here that long. You know what I'm saying?
No, that area, yeah, but
Oh,
right
just that
behind
road.
it,
Okay.
just the road.
I'm serious. Look in my face.
I agree. There are some people I would want to feed to the animals right now.
I got a group of names. Line my exes up and watch them get ate one at a time.
Probably not a group of names, though.
Oh.
What about you, Linda? Who or what is on your list?
Linda don't have a list. She's at peace with everyone.
That was good timing for that line.
I forgot to mention that I hate heights.
Mile 19.
Oh.
All right.
Everything okay?
What the? Are you okay?
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen any of the Wednesday show on Netflix yet, but you hit that brand of premonition before Wednesday did. So shout out to you.
Pam, stop being extra.
Thank you.
You are fine. Linda,
Because I saw that. I was like, oh, wait a minute. They copied this from somebody else. And I'm sure they didn't, but you did it first.
what man?
Tell Soldier Boy that.
Not be serious.
You would be.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen some of my shots, and I don't know if it's talent or I don't know if it's creative but I've seen some of my actual scene shots in other people's movies.
Mm.
Yeah, I got proof, Sean. I'll show them to you later.
That's crazy.
She's trying to kill us. We are on a mountain.
What are you doing? Why did we stop?
We have to turn around. We have to help that stranger.
Linda, what are you saying?
I'm so confused. What time is it?
We have to get to the meeting in 30 minutes. We don't have time to stop for anyone unless it's Jesus.
Calm down, everyone. Linda, make it make sense to us.
I just have this feeling that we need to help him.
The stranger on the side of the road? Are you high?
If she is, I want some.
I'm serious. I'm turning
So I want some
No,
too.
you're not. Now I know you might be nervous or scared or whatever, but you are not about to jeopardize this for all of us.
Right.
This is a major meeting that all
Right.
of us have worked on, and it's not fair.
Tell him, bro.
To ruin it for the rest of us. I need this.
Right.
Need this, Jeff.
Jeff was on his last dollar.
You know he was. Shit, I am too. I feel for him.
Energy drink was that man's last dollar.
There goes our day.
Okay, can we stop and make it to the meeting on time?
I don't know, but I'm turning around.
Jeff is happening. Now turn to the meeting and tell them we're going to be late.
Tell them what exactly?
I don't care what you tell them.
Tell him the hobo did it.
We had to stop. I
Tell
don't
him the hobo
care.
did it.
Just tell them something that makes sense.
Because this sure as hell doesn't. I was ready to go shopping after this. Damn.
Linda, slow down. We're gonna help that stranger or whatever it is that we're doing.
What if he's a serial killer? I'm not ready to die. I heard something on the news the other day about sex trafficking and kidnapping.
Please be silent, Pam. I'm on the phone.
Pam, and there's 4 of us. He's gonna kill us all.
Maybe. I heard women like me go for a lot in the black market.
Man, it feels like I'm in a Lifetime movie.
That's always a light-skinned friend feeling like that.
This cannot be real. Who does this?
Jeff, I need you to focus and not tear us down. We're gonna do this the same way we've done everything else.
as a team.
Whatever. But I'm not getting out of this car. I just purchased these shoes yesterday.
Don't park close. I'm scared.
Linda.
Yeah, all different days.
What's on your mind, hon? What's going on?
Yeah, that outside shot was just me and the cinematographer.
What about the meeting? How long are we gonna be here?
What is your
Both
plan?
of these?
What are you gonna do?
I didn't even bring my gun. Oh, Lord.
Calm down, everyone. Let's not overreact. This is a controlled situation. Linda, what is your plan? We need to know.
Do not get out of this car. You have no idea what is going on. Furthermore, you do not even know if this guy needs help or not. This is a bad idea. Linda!
Jeff is not playing with y'all.
Yeah, Jeff got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? You would think Jeff is the one with all the kids in college because he's focused on the task at hand. He ain't got time for this foolishness. She over here trying to play Captain Saver, bro.
I love how she touches the trunk and has this premonition.
I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry about this.
No problem at all.
We know now.
May I help you, lovely?
But that, yeah. But that's kind of slick though.
I just wanted to make
It
sure that
is.
you were okay. Listen, I know this is strange to stop and help someone you don't know, but
No, it's not
And
strange.
it's so
at all.
crazy.
Miss.
Linda, my name is Linda. This is Della, and the rest of our.
I'm
friends
surprised D-Pad Gaming didn't get this one. I kind of waited for you to catch this one. Pause it.
What?
Okay,
I was
I
for
missed
sure
one.
you would catch it.
I missed one. What did I miss? What did I miss?
Look at the side of her hair
Uh-huh.
where the part is.
Uh-huh.
Now hit play.
You just don't look like a Dylan to me. Sorry.
And might I ask what a Dylan looks like?
Look, it doesn't matter. We just wanted to know if you needed anything, if everything was okay.
Everything is great. Just having a little car trouble.
Huh.
Where were you guys?
Just wait for it.
Actually, we were headed north.
Uh-huh.
Pause.
Is there
It
anything
was on the other
Pause.
side.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised y'all didn't catch that the first time. What happened was this was my mistake. Because we shot again in 3 different places.
Mhm.
So when we came back to shoot this close-up scene, we had to have a diffuser and a couple other things to take the light off of them. And they were standing beside each other. And I thought they were the other way when we were up on the mountain, because we're no longer up on the mountain. There was a forest fire that day. A lot of people don't know, when we shot that up on the mountain, there was a forest fire happening at the exact same time they were closing down that mountain. So what we did was the police pulled up on us. Where he catches her, we're up on the mountain. So the police pulled up on us and was about to arrest us. So we jumped in the car and we had to find somewhere that had similar background with the 50 millimeter lens that could be blurred out and nobody would notice. But yeah, that's 2 totally different places. So when they switched, I thought they were on the other side, and they even asked me, and I remember specifically, they were like, were we the other way? And I was like, nah. But in my mind, I was just hoping not to get arrested because it was the same day. And the police were mad because when we were shooting it, they came up there and they told us, like, you need to get off this mountain. There's a fire. This mountain is now officially closed. And we were like, all right. And so they drove away and we were like, let's finish up the scene. So if you don't notice them urgently running next to Angelique, if you rewind it, when Della runs urgently, the cops are pulling up. So we're trying to finish the shot. So as we're finishing the shot, they're getting out of their cars and we're getting in our car to leave. Like literally at the same time. So we see them pull up, and what was muted is me saying, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. But if you go back, you can see it in the shot.
I'm gonna try to rewind a little bit here. Let's see if we can get
rewind
it.
a little bit. I just wanted you to notice the hair, right? We can just a little bit before that.
All right, a little bit more.
Keep going. Right when he catches her.
All right.
See, that's a different place. That's a different location. That's the mountain.
Yeah.
It is okay.
Good play. Okay, I'll tell you. The cops pull up right now. Look, watch
right there, right
face.
there. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
That's a whole different place.
Well, we were passing right along at the side of
We were afraid the energies wouldn't match, but we just went with it.
And it did.
Yeah, Del and them,
I know this is strange to stop and help.
they're nervous. They're extremely nervous, and that's why they were able to do really well on that shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it worked for the scene.
Yeah, we had to switch them when we came down.
Nice to meet you, Linda. My name is Dylan.
Yeah, that's all on the ground. That's the mountain.
You just don't look like a Dylan to me. Sorry.
And might I ask what a Dylan looks like?
Look, it doesn't matter. We just wanted to.
Now we already shot the scene. The police haven't came yet. Again, we don't shoot everything in order.
Right.
So we shot this first. That's off the mountain.
Actually, we were headed north. Is there anything that you need, Dylan?
No, I think I'm okay.
Maybe a lift to a gas station?
We're actually at a park.
Maybe we can make a call for you.
We had to relocate and reset up at a park.
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell.
But the park was at the base of the mountain, which helped.
Ah, okay. Okay, that would make sense.
At least you're in the same area.
Yeah, we're in the same area.
You guys have a wonderful day, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry to have bothered you.
No, not a problem at all. But nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You see, did you see Angelique look past Della?
Mm-hmm.
Because the police are parking.
Yeah, she's looking over there like, wait a minute.
We literally shot, if you can see the camera moving on it, and
Yeah.
it's that bad. Like, we shot it one time. We did not get a chance to shoot it again. We got one shot and then left.
Wow.
They done went through a fire.
Yeah,
They
that
almost got
worked.
arrested. Look, they went through hell to bring y'all this film, man. Y'all better go over to Amazon. Don't rent it, purchase it, or rent it 3 times. And don't be trifling. Don't watch it to the credits roll and then start it over again. Don't do that. Rent it twice.
That's on the mountain. That's on the mountain, Mount 19. He's just, we shot that first. Again, things are not, now that's at the park.
Okay.
This is at the park.
Look, he's not suspicious, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's the hobo. Okay? This is deployed. This is who they want y'all to believe is the bad guy, but he's just a weirdo. It's the hobo.
And did y'all notice they switched seats?
Yeah, I did notice that. You know, that's my favorite character. Of course I know he switched seats, man.
That was my fault again, because remember, we shot it like 4 different days. They were never on the mountain. They were not even at the park.
No.
Oh wow.
James. What?
If you notice, you see they're just sitting in the background. It's not even them.
Why would he lie about why would he do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems strange. I mean, I have a strange feeling about
They're not in the car.
That's crazy.
But
Mm-hmm.
feels wrong.
Light trick.
See, I know how to do that, Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying?
You directors and editors with your light tricks.
Yeah, this is dope. I'm enjoying this.
Your magic, your sorcery of
I
cinema.
mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, a lot of it is movie magic.
That's me driving.
Oh wow.
Right. We're gonna have to get one of those detective things from the movies where they be like, all right, now stop, now zoom in, now clear it. We just gonna see him in there. What a bottle of Hennessy.
Pull over. I'm gonna puke. Pull over.
Now this is a whole different day.
Were you still driving?
No, that's That was actually Della. Della was driving that day.
Oh, was driving. Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Um, I just, I had another premonition. This, this one was stronger, more energy, more violent on my body. This was the strongest premonition that I've ever had.
She didn't start having violent premonitions until the hobo.
For about 2 weeks.
Do y'all see the wardrobe malfunction?
Yep, over there on the side there.
On the two sides, we reshot this whole scene, but
Yeah.
the editor said she didn't like it and she wanted to keep this one, and she said nobody cares about her outfit. So I was like, oh, okay.
It's honestly, I thought it was supposed to be like that.
But honestly, I spent over $1,000 reshooting that one scene that we did not use.
Wow.
Just that scene. We reshot just this scene and didn't even use it,
When I put my ear to the
which
door,
hurts my heart.
I heard a voice scream.
How much road and wind sounds are real and how much were added into the scene? Do you know?
Oh yeah, all the wind sounds are real. The road sounds are all added in. There was no one on the road. We
Yeah,
couldn't
it's like
even. We didn't. Yeah, it was the road was empty.
yeah, because it's a perfect blend.
I woke up, that was it.
This is crazy. Let us get to the meeting before anything else strange happens.
I hope that 19 stands for 19 million when they cut the check. Look.
When the actors have the close-ups, there's no one around them.
Everybody has that car. That is the famous
We shot
silver
each
car.
actor one at a time.
Oh wow.
I think it's time we let this go.
So this is the closest that you see them together, other than in the car.
She's looking at nobody. He's looking at nobody.
It's funny you say that too, because I was actually going to ask about some of these conversations when we're looking at the close-ups, but now we know.
Yeah, all the close-ups, they were up there by themselves. We're on a hill, and everybody else is down at the bottom of the hill, under tents because it was so hot.
Okay, so we got another big boy question in the chat here. So if you're not at liberty, by all means, let us know. Howard, how much did it cost to make the film, and did COVID have any impact on the cost of production and filming?
COVID kind of helped a little bit with money because people, since everything stopped, people would take in less money for stuff. So that helped a little bit, but the total cost of the film is very low budget. It's right at $100K.
Wow.
I really would have rather done it for $500K. It would be a whole different film if it was done at that much. But yeah, right at $100K. So yeah, that was the budget for
That's
it.
dope. 100K.
100K.
This
and
is
we got this.
This is what we got for 100K.
That is dope.
Yeah,
bro.
if it was 500K, it would have been
hey baby.
Scary good. Like this is like the best we could do with what we had.
I mean, with the circumstances, it just...
yeah, it was the time period. And so like the location that we got, he actually gave it to us again for even cheaper when we had to do our reshoots because no one was shooting. And
That's
he normally
crazy.
charged like $4,000 a day, $5,000 a day. So he wasn't getting any money because literally
for 3 minutes.
everything had stopped. So he took, a lesser offer, and we wouldn't have been able to get that location. What was scary was the location is 2 hours away from LA. So it definitely it presented its own challenges, and there was no restrooms and there was no electricity.
Man, got to get it how you live.
And you had to get a license.
That's crazy.
And you had to get a fire chief.
Look, that's 100K though. That's 100K.
Yeah, I'm proud of the 100K, but I definitely budgets normally are between 5 and 750 for these type of films, but I think we did really well.
Yeah,
I think ours was better than some that are 500,000. I've seen some 500,000 on Tubi, and I just shake my head like, damn, y'all wasted y'all money.
Now I'm so afraid
I've
of
seen
Tubi movies. I'm not even gonna hold you up. I am frightened of those things. But yeah,
so
that's impressive though, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, 100K. 100K is all it took to make this movie. I mean, that's a lot,
Yeah,
but it's not.
I wouldn't recommend it though.
Right. I mean, it forces you guys to get creative, and that means that and I'm just curious, maybe you can or can't answer this question, but this actually is going to end on somewhat of a cliffhanger. There is a second film that is being written at this point, correct? Or is it already written?
Oh, it's been wrote.
Look at them.
And it's right at 1.1 million for the second one.
Ooh, look at that. 10 times fold, my man. Congratulations. Look, he said he would have rather have made this film off of 500K, and he just got approved for over $1 million for the sequel.
No, I'm trying to get approved.
Yeah, so we're working on it. So it's gonna be bigger and better.
Yeah,
I'm loving
it. We got to
it.
make it bigger. We have a lot of things that need to be answered. And now that COVID has subsided, there's a lot of other costs that are going to come in, because in that middle ground you got to pay for all of that stuff. So extra rooms, extra tents, extra trailers, extra everything. So that kind of brings the cost up. But normally a sequel of this kind would be right at 750,000, 650,000. But yeah, with all the extra costs and stuff, it'll be right at $1 million.
That's love.
Like 900 and something.
That's love. I'm happy to hear that
awesome.
that we're moving forward, and you got it. You already got it. We're speaking it in.
Companies already be interested in the sequel. We're just waiting for the numbers to make sense, and then we'll go from there.
Right, there you go. Because again, you own it. You own it, so that way you get to decide when those numbers make sense, man. Again, shout out to ownership. So let's go ahead and move forward here.
Nothing more.
Yeah.
Everything will be okay.
Why didn't I bring my gun?
What are you doing? You're not touching anything.
And that right there is the gas station.
The same place.
Yeah, the same place.
Go. I do not think he's going to be happy to see us.
If you rewind it on your own spare time and go back to the gas station, again, my mistake, I'll only blame me. You can see the black car in the background.
I did see that. It was driving by, right?
No, it's parked at the gas station.
It's already there.
I'm gonna have to go back and look.
I can't believe you missed it.
Yeah. Don't tell me the time. Don't tell me the timestamp, because I'm gonna rewind it.
Yeah, I'll tell you the timestamp. I had it up.
All right, let's see. So we're at 40:40. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Just do it. It won't take long.
Yeah.
Go back. 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 Go back.
Wait, there's a gas station up here.
Stop. Go to the gas station. Stop.
Oh, you can see it back there. Is that it right there?
No, yeah, that's it right there. It gets worse. We want go forward a little bit, just a little bit, just a touch.
Let's see.
Wait, right there. Play it from when they come back outside. No, let them come back outside.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can actually see that it. Wait, no, there's two cars here.
No, that's not it.
There's two cars. Okay. So we're gonna
come back outside.
All right, so that'd be after he pulls off.
Yeah, let them come back.
Was that him in the car right there?
Yeah, that's Rico.
Thank you.
Bye, baby. I love you.
No, but that. Hold on. Not that shot. It's real quick, and if you don't see it, you'll miss it. But it's real quick. But that's this right there.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I did see it there.
And when he talks again, right there is right behind him.
Yeah, it's right behind Jeff again.
I'm gonna hit a freeze frame just so y'all can see that before we move forward. Right there, right? Right. Well, you probably can't
It even
see the
says
mouse, but yeah.
hotel right there.
Oh yeah, you
It's
could
the
actually. Huh.
same location.
Same location.
Right, had us thinking y'all went somewhere. See, movie magic, man.
Ooh,
Movie magic.
Movie magic.
Gotta
bro.
love it.
same location.
Look,
But we didn't think no one would notice that quick, so we just said whatever. But no, when the guy pulls up, the guy that pulls up is an angel. What it represents is that don't be afraid of perfect timing. The only reason she saw James on the side of the road is because the angel in the black car distracted her long enough for them to go the other way. So if the car hadn't appeared, she would have never seen James on the side of the road. And actually, if the car had not appeared, they would have gotten in the car and they wouldn't, and James would have already been gone by the time they got there.
yeah, there you have it. Now we know who's in the car. Jesus was in the car.
It's an angel. It's an angel in the car in the movie. It's supposed to represent an angel. That's why it disappeared, because it was just long enough to make them have that conversation about if she was okay. Because if the car hadn't have done that, she would have already gotten back in the car. Everybody would have gotten in the car, and when they drove past James, it wouldn't have been perfect timing, and the car wouldn't have been broke down.
Right.
So it all had to happen in order for her to be in the right place at the right time.
That's interesting
So the
because
movie, we touch on a lot of things that have to be in line for you to really, like, she had to see the black car so that she would notice a black car later. If the car had been any other color, she still wouldn't have seen the car on the side of the road. So when things happen in your life, understand that it didn't happen by surprise. It's orchestrated. A lot of things are orchestrated. So instead of being upset about stuff, you need to be more positive that some of these things are in divine order. So those things had to happen for her to be there at the exact time needed to see James on the side of the road.
And that's kind of interesting because, with this, we get the opportunity to not see the movie for what it is, but also kind of get into the minds of the characters and having that insight now. Because I was kind of lost on that initially. I wasn't sure if it was the guy on the side of the road or who it might have been. But it's interesting to see that now because now we understand why, as a character, here, throw this in the trash. As a character, why she would have been so driven to say, hey, I need to help this guy. Because to a certain extent, someone in the black car just helped her. She almost feels obligated to pay it forward. So yeah, that's interesting. Good call. See, that's what happens when you see the ending before you start writing it all out. See, this man is a genius, y'all. Let's move on again.
Marker that we stopped by, the one by the broken down car.
I don't remember. 19. Okay, this is getting weird.
Right, he was broken
And that
down
stands
by
for
19.
I've been watching you 19.
Here he comes.
Yeah, I was about to ask. I remember you had gave us that indication last chat. I don't know why she thought this was gonna work.
Car still acting up? What are you saying for?
It's like hide behind a tree.
Just walking up on him though.
Right.
He was bold for that. He
Yeah,
real
that's
bold.
James, right?
Linda, right? I've seen women have crushes on me, but never this aggressive. Did you follow me here? I don't think that was a good idea.
Yeah, their chemistry is amazing.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you
In the worst
Yin
way,
and
though.
yang. Yin and yang, man.
First I was
Because there's like an uncomfortable tension.
my friends wanted to get something to eat and
Well, pause it real quick. This is real quick comment. Is that as a director, this is the first time that they see Rico. They never saw Rico. This is the first day with Rico.
Okay.
So I kept Rico away from them up until this day, and this is like day at least 13. He was at no other shoots, no other scenes, no other nothing. So they never met him before.
So
And
there's
his
already a
energy,
chemistry there.
yeah,
with
his
them.
energy is much, much different than theirs. So when he came on set, that uncomfortableness is because they don't even know his last name. They've never met him before.
Yeah.
Like this was the first interaction. He didn't come on until we shot this scene. So I did that on purpose because I didn't want them to meet up until the scene was uncomfortable. So
And
that's a natural uncomfortableness that she has because this is literally his first shot. The other shot of him on the side of the road was like day 18, day 19. This is his first scene.
Wow.
yeah, and that's
Yeah, this is his
interesting
first day on set.
because like when you look at this film outside of the premonitions and the score, if you were to watch this movie without any of that there, the genre of this film would be indistinguishable. But right up until you get to this part and you meet him, even without the score, and we're just listening to the script and these characters talking, it is in those moments when they intersect that things feel uncomfortable. And without score, without anything else, which we'll see in a minute, there's a really cool scene that does a lot of excellent things with music, but you get the feeling without any of the extras that, oh, okay, shit's not sweet at this point. Something's wrong. And you get that in every interaction, even when he's pretending to be normal.
Right. And even worse on that same line is that during filming for the first few days without Rico, it was damn near turning into a comedy. Like they were kicking and he so much. And they were so comfortable with each other from all the rehearsals. Rico was at none of those. So I did that on purpose because I was like, I want it to be a natural tension between the lead actors and Rico because I don't want them to be familiar with them. So they were so familiar, Rabisha, and they're great actors, but girl, man, they were having a time of their life filming. Like they were laughing, singing songs in between sets. We had to reshoot stuff because they were laughing so much. Like they almost turned the movie into a comedy. And I couldn't wait for Rico to show up and change that.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Like
mean,
you said, it's indistinguishable up until you see Rico, and now you're like, oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be feeling uncomfortable. Because before that, it's like it's a dramedy. It's like, what are we doing here? And then he changes everything. But I did that on purpose because I knew that by them not knowing him, and he's very dominant. He's an alpha. He's very dominant. Even when he's being nice, he's dominant. He has these really big hands. So he's very intimidating, even though he's not the tallest. His face and his demeanor, he's very dominant. So when he dominated everything when he was on set, and that changed everybody's mood.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Absolutely tell.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, keep actors away from each other. Like that's if anybody's making a film. My wife said I look sexy. That's cute.
Oh shoot!
If anybody's making a film, keep the actors that are supposed to have tension on film. Don't let them have tension. Like don't have them around each other a lot, and then you'll get this uncomfortableness every time. But if you have them at every shoot, I keep my actors away from each other because I don't want it to develop something that's not there. And the people that spent the most time together was Della and Angelique. Angelique and Rabisha spent the most time together because they're friends. So we wanted that to show up on the scenes. But these other people, no, I kind of kept people away from each other. It was COVID, but it was also like I like that tension.
Yeah, I love it. And I'm sorry, I'm listening to everything, but I'm in producer mode, so I'm back and forth, making sure playbacks and stuff are still running smooth. But yeah, I love like that extra effort put into tone because when it's such a stark contrast, like you really feel it. And I mean, obviously we're watching the movie under a different lens. I wouldn't say that we're fully immersed into it, but the first time through watching the movie, kind of, with everything, there's a point where you have to like suspend disbelief. And once you get to that part and you kind of buy into the characters for better or worse, because again, sometimes we get driven crazy by questionable decisions. But once you buy into them and you start to enjoy them, you expect certain characters to crack jokes, you meet this guy and things just change and you feel it. So the fact that we have that down to the philosophy of how the cast interacted with each other. It's a science, man. It's a science. So thank you.
Yeah. People, as a director and a producer, everybody's going to be excited when you're filming something or doing something, and they're going to want to come see. This is not a come see business. Like, those should be closed sets where only the necessary people need to be there. It's even, I have days like even set aside in future films. We call them blackout days. Because we don't want anyone there, not investors, not friends, not family, nobody. Those are blackout days. Those are the hardest scenes that we have to film, and we have to make sure, like in the script, that I have set aside blackout days. We do this shot list and these scene lists, and there's certain days that are completely blackened out. We don't want anyone else there, and that's any visitor. Because these are the times we have to get the best out of the actor, and we don't need any distractions. So you have to be disciplined when you're making your art. You can't let people's excitement deter you from what you're trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that. And we'll hit play here in a second, but that actually reminds me. I actually just dropped a new review for Marvel Midnight Sun. So if you guys haven't checked that out on the channel yet, after we're done here, go back to the videos, check that review out. But one of the things that I do is after we do the review, I also go ahead and I pop it back into DaVinci, re-edit it, kind of chop up the audio, chop up the clips, maybe add new clips, and convert it to something that's digestible for Instagram and TikTok and all of those things that the kids like. And this morning, Liv is like, hey, we don't have anything for TikTok yet. Do you want me to just go in and clip it up? I'm like, oh, no. I will do it. So I kind of feel that thing of it's not a come and see or kind of pick and prod. Like when you're into it and you know what you want out of something, it's so important that you maintain that integrity by not including, like, once it's done and maybe, oh, you're talking to Greg and I'm like, well, next time maybe the villain shouldn't be a bald-headed guy. All right, cool. You can take that. But for Greg to be on set, like, that guy needs a wig. Like, no. Like, you have to protect your creative process. So I love hearing the concept of blackout days where it's just leave me the F alone. Don't come, don't call, don't ask questions. We're going to be in here sweating today, and it's going to get real. No guess. So yeah, I love it. All right, let's go. We're getting to the good part, y'all. I mean, it's all good, but we're getting to the good part.
She was trying to help you. Do you not think that was rude?
Thank you for this. I didn't know where I had lost it. Where'd you find it anyway?
Why does it matter?
I mean, I saw it on the ground by where you were parked.
You mean where I was broke down?
Yeah, right. Where you were broke down. I saw it on the ground after you drove off.
Well, again, thank you for this. I didn't want to have to cancel all my cards and stuff, so look, I'm about to go get something to eat. And I don't have a reward for you, but you can definitely join me for lunch. That is if you're free.
We definitely have to go.
What? Weren't you guys stopping for food? That is what you said, right? Or did I hear you wrong?
That is what you said, right?
No, I think I'm gonna take you up on that. Let me just go tell my friends and then I'll meet you there.
Then it's a date, beautiful.
What are you doing?
The thing we all want to know, what are you doing, sis? She's killing me with this neck pillow, man. Every time I see it. And got the nerve to have it matching with her outfit, though. Like, who wears a corresponding neck pillow for their outfit?
She got one for every color.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the airport. I got one neck pillow, my guy. Like, man, I love it.
That was 100% her idea.
That's hilarious.
And it just adds more to the character.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know she's a comic relief, having a corresponding neck pillow with her outfit, that's the indicator.
Or how the glasses appear and disappear on the top of her head.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Have you ever seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World? It's a really crazy movie, but it does a lot of cool things, like as far as like filmmaking goes. But there's a running gag in the movie that he broke up with his girlfriend. And right before he broke up with his girlfriend, he had a bad haircut. So he never gets his haircut again. And there's about 5 instances where people mention his hair, and every time it happens when they cut back to him, there's a hat on his head out of nowhere, and it's hilarious. So that's what the glasses up and down kind of remind me of there. So that's really awesome.
Or I can call Allison or Ralph to come get me. It's not a problem.
This is madness.
You're gonna go alone.
This
Yes.
is madness.
Yes, now leave so you guys aren't any more late to the meeting.
Whatever, let us go.
Right, on your last dollar.
Over it.
Right.
Talk some sense to him, Jeff.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Here's a little money.
That's what I'm saying. Get up in that Equinox and get up out of here.
Linda, be careful. We do not know.
I know that because I got one.
So far, he hasn't proven himself friendly to strangers.
He was really disrespectful earlier, too.
See, there we go. Yeah, if it was silver, I would say that was me driving up and down mile 19. I'd be lying.
Linda, I hope
So yeah, that's me, y'all. They used my car for the movie.
Sam should have brought her a gun.
Yeah.
Gave it to Linda.
She should have brought her gun, but at the same time, do you really want somebody with corresponding neck pillows running around with guns?
You know she got an orange 9.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
the hammer black, but the grip is definitely orange.
You made this choice.
There's Howard.
You listen. I will get the
Cameo his own movie.
Hold on, wait, what? Hold on. Look, I was checking the playback. Hold on, I didn't catch that.
He cameoed his own movie.
Did you miss that?
Oh, yeah, look at him. You know what I'm saying? Had to get in there. That's that Tarantino action. Just insert yourself in the movie. At least you didn't kill yourself in the movie, though. Tarantino has a bad habit of that.
And I'm not looking at her booty. We couldn't get that door to stay open.
Oh, see, now look, you said that. We gotta go back and look.
Did he look at the booty? Nah.
What do y'all think, chat? Chat, is he looking at the booty? where is Mrs.? Where's the Mrs.?
Get that door to work properly, so it was messing up everything. We almost took the whole scene out, but we went ahead and just did it for fun.
Smile, he looking from T. Will to Don.
Yep, T. Will in the chat says that smile indicates you was looking at that booty. Oh man, we tell her. Look. Then he looked away. He said, "Man, that was a nice butt right there. We saw it. And then she was like, "Oh, so you was looking? Okay."
Hey, leave it paused. Do you see the license plate up in the left?
Yes, I'll be watching you. 19.
Look at it. It just popped up twice.
No, we put it there.
There we go. Look, that's clever.
This is his normal stop where he eats.
Oh, that was
with the kidnapped girls.
Wait a minute. Nah, fam. The hobo is in. This nigga got interchangeable license plates on the wall where the hobo works. I've been telling y'all the hobo is in. I know it. Let's hit play. It don't matter what's said from here. I've been right this whole time. You've been doubting me, Sean. Man, I wish I had. Man, I wish this was some vodka right now. I need a celebratory drink.
And y'all do know this is still the gas station, right?
Right. Still the gas station.
It's been a really weird day, so your company is greatly appreciated.
Well, thanks for having me. I was actually getting kind of hungry.
That's good.
Are you an entrepreneur? That conversation looked intense.
Yes, I am.
Oh, pause it real quick. I got a funny story. It's like 30 seconds long.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
So, when we were filming this is actually a reshoot. This wasn't the original. We had to come back and shoot. But anyways, we had to rent what's them things called that travel across the world? RV.
Trailer?
RV. So to save money, because this is towards the end, so I'm running out of money. So to save money, me and Rabisha said we're just going to stay in the RV and sleep in the RV instead of getting a hotel. Since we had the RV and it was a nice RV, I was like, let's just sleep in the RV. Horrible idea. So in the middle of the night, all I got is a knife. Like, I don't have a gun. I have a knife. I have a really nice knife. Well, I had a really nice knife. But anyways, so we were out there trying to go to sleep and stuff, and something in the middle of the night bammed on the side of the trailer.
Man.
Now we're out in the middle of nowhere. I gotta find you pictures, but we're out in the middle of nowhere. And when I tell you I did not go back to sleep, that was it for me. Like, I was up from like 3 a.m. until it hit. First, we were hearing noises, and come to find out, it was animals. It was animals on the outside. I didn't know that, but something hit against the side. Boy, when I tell you, I was scared for my life. It was horrible. And then I was up. Rabisha was knocked out. She don't care. You know, it is what it is.
Rabisha had the fuckboy haircut that time, yeah.
For the rest of the night.
Said the California black bear and the mountain lion, they was up at 3:33 banging on the RV.
Right.
That's wild. I love it. All right. Did you have more for us on that story?
Oh no, that's it. That's it.
All right. So what I'm gonna do for this next part, chat, because for most of the film, we have had a volume level overpowering the film because of the fact that this is a commentary first. Go again, rent the film. Let me actually real quick while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to go over to Amazon. I'm going to grab that link. So if you guys want to watch that and pick it up, you guys can definitely go ahead and make that purchase. But for this next part of the movie, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn the volume full for this particular portion, because this next scene is very intense and it does a lot of really cool things, and I really want you guys to like really feel what's going on here because it's good. And there it is right there.
I'll be right back.
Mile 19 is there, and we will get rolling.
My client hadn't received their merchandise, so yes, it was intense. They're just not keen to excuses. It's just a part of the business.
And what business are you in?
Are you hungry? Here's a menu, and if you want some coffee, I'll call the waitress right over.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you in the area visiting a child at a nearby school? You know, my daughter is in college nearby. She's majoring in communications.
A little bit about myself. I mean, not much, really. I'm divorced, and as you know, I run my own business. And unfortunately, I lose things easily, like my wallet that was found by a stranger.
So no kids?
No, never really had the opportunity. My first marriage didn't last long, and kind of felt like we was going through the motions, you know?
I mean, I get that. I mean, I'm not divorced, but we're separated. We stay together on paper, taxes, school stuff.
College. Now, that can be expensive from what I understand.
Oh, it's tough. But I mean, life is tough. I just keep the faith, keep praying. I know that God is gonna work it out.
Work it out? Interesting.
Please,
Yeah,
say
he
what's on
waved
your
her
mind.
off.
Look, I'm not big
That's
on
because they in
fate
cahoots.
or supernatural forces controlling my destiny. Coincidences, odd circumstances. I believe everything happens for a reason.
Southern Ohio filmmaker, thank you so much for stopping by.
look for signs or wonders, or for the heavens to open up and shine a red light down and point me in the right direction. I believe in choices, decisions, purpose. You agree, Linda?
Yes, somewhat, but I still believe in faith. Faith in the impossible.
Yeah, but choice. Choice is the reason for every action and reaction in the universe. I mean, sure, your motivation, your purpose, your conviction, they're all influencers. But in the end, you have to make a choice.
Hi, what can I get you today?
Oh. But you're not eating?
Do you read the Bible?
Yes, actually I do.
Genesis 13:5. The herdsmen of Lot and Abram were quarreling because they didn't have adequate land to support their flock. So Abram, he gave Lot a choice of where to settle. Lot surveyed the land. And he headed down into the lush Jordan Valley. Now that choice began the gradual, yet steady, spiritual decline of Lot. First, he looks towards Sodom. Then he moves his tents near Sodom. Next, we find him living in Sodom. And finally, he's at the gate, where he becomes a city councilman, loses his wife, barely escapes with his own life and his daughters. And if we go off the Old Testament pages, we find him hiding in the cave, where his daughters make him drunk and commit incest. And the results of those disgraceful nights are the Moabites and the Ammonites, Israel's perennial enemies. All because of Lot's choice to live in Sodom.
So what are you saying?
Choices often result in eternal, significant consequences. One simple choice. Linda, why did you make your choice?
What choice?
The choice to help a stranger.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You didn't think about the consequences?
I think I thought more about the possibilities, not the consequences.
The possibilities that I was dangerous, or that I might be a serial killer, or that I might hurt you and your friends. You didn't think your choices would result in eternal, significant consequences?
I think I just had faith. Wait, are you dangerous?
Faith. Interesting.
Are you dangerous?
Well, it was nice to meet you, Linda. And again, thank you for returning my wallet. You've been the perfect stranger. Have a great rest of your day.
That was an awesome
Yeah.
scene.
I just love how once she snapped out of that intense moment, the phone cuts the tension, and we go back to the ambient music that is actually at the diner.
Yeah.
She's like, dang, did I just get like mentally reaped?
Right.
Just trying not to use a word that would trigger YouTube.
No, you know, maybe I should go with. I don't
All right,
know
chat.
the table.
No, not at all.
All right, chat.
Besides, it looks like it's
Who was that, y'all?
anyway, so no problems. I'll keep the refills coming.
Thank you.
Of course.
Would you know what time it is? My phone is
It's the hobo
It's 11:19.
working at
Thank you.
And I'll bring you my
the
charger
bar, the diner
underneath the table.
that he stashes his throwaway license plates in.
To show hospitality to strangers,
Not
for their
throwaway
lives,
license
entertain
plates.
Angels unawares. Hebrews 13:2. Be back.
The hobo that was trying to get to work at this diner. See how she shook her head when she walked away? She said, I got you, bitch. Now she pretended to be her friend. That hobo was in cahoots with him, man. Yeah, the hobo somehow got there faster than them. That's for a reason.
They were trying to get to work. Exactly. That's the point. That's why they got there faster than them. They did a whole turnaround, remember, to help Dylan.
It don't matter.
Thank you so much for keeping me company. and
It don't matter.
She used her hobo magic.
I mean, it was my pleasure, and good luck in school. Make sure you keep in touch.
Thank you so much.
I mean, I think my company might want to give you a scholarship. As a matter of fact,
That hobo is too old for a scholarship.
I'm the boss of my company, so I decide who gets a scholarship.
Oh, excuse me. She decides. Look, she over here writing checks and she ain't even got that $1 million check with the overhead of $700K yet. Slow down, sis.
Oh my God, you really are an angel.
No, you're the angel.
I can't.
No,
believe
she's the hobo.
So,
Hobos and angels are not the same thing. Right.
it's the first time we've seen anybody else other than the director cameo.
Right.
Hey,
Are you still at the motel?
yeah, hold on. The connection's bad. Let me just step outside.
He was looking at that butt too. Let's rewind.
The connection's bad. Let me just step outside.
Watch it. Boom! Look at him. Look at him. Look. You can see the curvature. Can y'all see, you can see the curvature right here? Look at the eyes. Let's track the trajectory of the eyes. He said, "I've been watching you." 19.
And we also on that day we had 5 extras that were supposed to come, and they were coming for free. They just wanted to be a part of the movie, and we had to cancel them last minute because new things that came out about COVID, and we can only have a certain amount of people on set at a time, and so we had reached that maximum number. And the owner of that place was a real stickler on rules, real cool guy, but he was a stickler on rules, and he just wanted to remind me that there can't be more than 12 people here. And so that's why we have no extras. We had a bunch of extras for that day because we were going to do a wide shot of when she came in of the whole room. We're going to pan from left to right because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful room. So we were going to pan left to right so we can have all those people sitting at the diner. And then we land on Rico on the phone. It was supposed to be a pan, but since we couldn't get the extras, we just said we're not going to shoot the room. But the room is beautiful. It's really a really, really good room. But this is the place that had no electricity, no water, no bathrooms, no nothing.
wow.
It's just a stage. But it's a beautiful, beautiful room.
That's dope. Yeah. So
yeah, I would shoot there again because it's so nostalgic. The room is so old. You can tell that it's not made old. It actually is old. Yeah. So it has old things that you just don't find anymore, like those seats.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like the chairs here. Those look extra comfortable and extra sturdy. You won't find those today.
Right.
Yeah, we were gonna do 2 other shots. One from her view. You see with the tickets right there in the far left. We're gonna shoot back out that way so that you could see the room. The room is so beautiful. But again, it would have been an empty room, which probably would have worked. But at this point, we were just like, nah, let's not use something we may not use.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh, that's not even a real comment. T. Will the Don says he was walking his fish. Can we show it again? Okay. We're not gonna rewind the film so you can look at her butt. Okay. This guy is looking at it enough for all of us. Now Howard,
just follow her on Instagram.
Right there. Oh, there you go. You go follow her on Instagram. Look, this is how you do it. If you click on the link, and I'm gonna drop the link again for Amazon, right? This is where you can buy the film. They also have a link to the actress's profile on IMDb. Maybe you can find her Instagram there. But we're not going to give it to you here. Because why? Because OG Howard Clay, he needs that $8 from you. Okay? Because Amazon, they're going to take their chunk out of the rental. So you got to give him the $8 to purchase the whole film. It might be 12. I might be lying to y'all. So yeah, Amazon's going to get a bigger chunk, but he's going to get a bigger chunk too, okay? So don't rent it. We don't, all right, look, I'm not going to shame you. If you got $4 and all you can do is rent it. But rent them up again next Friday when you get paid. Don't get your money up. Look, we black people and we are slaves to brand name, okay? Y'all get Michael Jordan's money up every year. Every other Saturday, okay? Get Howard Clay's money up. You know what I'm saying? Amazon Prime. Yeah, it's right. It's not on it's on video, Amazon Video Now or whatever it's called, but it's not a free Prime film. You have to pay for it. And I'm gonna just spam that link again because damn it, it's my chat and chatbot can't stop me. But yeah, let's go ahead and move forward. And Howard, I know you said you had to step away. I don't know if you're fully back or not yet, but don't forget to turn your camera on if you are back fully. And play.
Hello?
We got the deal. We are on our way now. I'll explain everything when we get there. Stay put and don't disappear.
Okay.
It's the red lighting from that left side of the screen that I love.
I know you could. Now hurry back.
It's the red lighting from that left side of the screen.
Is it raining yet?
What is it with you and rain?
Why hasn't Allison called me yet?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Miss Linda, how are you?
Hi, Autumn. Have you heard from Allison?
Not since this morning when she left.
This is very strange. You know, she was supposed to call me when she left from the school, and I haven't heard from her.
You know, I told her to call me all day, but nothing. I'll call her.
Honey, let me call you back. Allison's dad is calling. I'll give you a call back, okay?
Okay.
Hey.
No, my screen is back on. I don't know what's wrong.
Listen, how was your meeting earlier?
Is this
Maybe it's on me. Let me see.
I'm starting to get worried.
There we go.
It's kind of odd of her, though. She's usually.
Oh, you got it.
I know.
There's my boy again.
There we go.
What, at the fireplace, living it up like a baller.
I have to go.
So let me ask you, because we talked about this. The red lighting on the left side, in my opinion, is indicating a bad omen here. What did y'all use to get that red light?
Which red light?
Just right on back here. So the moment where she looks up, she's getting good news, but then she's also realizing, and this creeps up from the moment she steps out and she gets the call, hey, we got the deal. It starts to creep up, but as anxiety and tension build up of where the hell is my daughter, this light shines brighter and brighter. So what was the process there?
Setting. That's like our money shot.
Man, that's
the literal sun.
That's divine intervention.
Literal sun setting.
That is divine intervention, because that is a perfect shot. That is a perfect shot.
That's directing.
Yeah, like all of that, man. I love it, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Have you heard from Allison?
No, I haven't. Listen, how was your meeting earlier?
Is this part of the surprise?
That shot with Jerome or Ralph, that was day one.
Really?
Right. He said, I can't be bothered. Y'all better get all my shit on day 1 and 2.
We shot all his scenes on day 1 because he's from Cincinnati, so he was only there 2 days.
Got you.
See the sun setting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had just shot her shot, and we rushed over to shoot his shot.
And it comes together perfectly.
Yeah, it does, because it's showing that time passing.
Right.
And that's a real person.
Right. You can tell he lugging something heavy.
Got a stunt double.
Said that ain't no rug.
James pulled something out the trunk of his body.
What? Call the police. Please. We're almost there.
Yeah, they did that in Terminator.
Ah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That scene has 300 pounds in it.
Ooh. You can just feel the intensity. And this is another one of those frames where I talk about cinematography, because you don't need any words, but the way that it's angled, the lens that's used, the lighting here, the breathing that you hear, like before he even starts banging on his head, this scene makes you uncomfortable when you're watching this in a state of suspended, disbelief. What's that he's sniffing on? Is that his wallet?
You're muted.
Am I muted?
No, Howard, you
Oh,
muted.
okay.
That's the wallet that Linda touched.
Oh, man, yeah, he
He's
crazy.
sniffing her.
He crazy, man.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I'm saying it ain't none good enough on this planet to have me sniffing a wallet.
No worries.
None?
None good enough on this planet to be like, oh my God, she touched this wallet, I'm sniffing it. Oof.
No.
It's like, come on,
My
bro.
meetup is in a few hours. Stand by. Look, just stand by. And I'll be headed that way in the morning. Have I ever failed you before? Exactly.
His phone timing is excellent. Not everybody can pretend to be on a phone call successfully. I tried it once
By
myself, I have you know.
themselves.
This is a new part of the score. We ain't even got this yet.
Right.
Christopher Nolan's horns don't even blare like this. I like this.
There's the phone.
I don't know who MP in the chat is, but he or she clearly has bad nerves. MP, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. It helps out the channel a bunch.
Absolutely.
Look, she admits it. She says, I'm guilty. Bad nerves.
Oh, shit.
She is across enemy lines.
I guess your curiosity got the best of you. Just couldn't leave your
You
hunch
got
alone.
got.
Linda. perfect stranger, always coming to the rescue of somebody she doesn't know. What was it that gave me away? Was it the false name or the conversation at lunch?
The hobo.
Your life's about to change.
I don't know what came over me. I mean, I've never helped a stranger before.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know this guy? Hey. What's going on? Did you call the police?
Go ahead, call the police. Call the police. I'm here.
You know what he in the back of his mind thinking? Cause I've been looking at it. Maybe she gonna let me touch it.
Found on the ground that he put over the blanket that he brought to this room 19.
Maybe, possibly.
Did you at least try to examine it?
I can actually get her some lunch.
I don't know what's going on. I just know that something hasn't been right. It hasn't been right since I met that guy.
Yeah, MP, I would say he's a hero. Sure.
Call the last number that called him?
Yeah, that's
He's in it for his own goals. He's trying to touch that butt.
Still a hero. He still saved her.
Indie films indeed.
Hello?
This number, it's yours. You were the last one to call.
Well. I guess you wasn't
He's
much of a
up.
stranger after all. Looks like you both chose the wrong stranger today.
Or did we? Did we have a choice? Or was there something so strong guiding us in a certain direction? More powerful than our freedom to choose? So the question remains, did you choose the wrong stranger to mess with?
Shut up, Linda. I control my own destiny.
I love her. She should have hit his ass with the neck pillow. Oh man. She's in there getting that good sleep.
Allison, what are you doing here? How did you get here?
Knockout potion.
Right, it was super effective.
She don't even remember.
I borrowed Autumn's car because mine wasn't working right. So I can bring you your surprise today. And when I walked to the car, some man approached me, asking me if I was Autumn. And I
So before she got on the road, she got her nails done, she got a retwist, and she got her earrings.
said, yes, you are.
Not mad at it.
And then I woke up here.
Not mad at it. You guys will get it right, get it tight.
That's
Literally shot at least 12 days apart. 12 shooting days, which was about a month and a half.
Wow.
I chose to follow my gut and to help a stranger.
They're all together.
Yes.
That bathroom is so creepy. I'm going to reshoot something there one day.
Oh.
That bathroom by itself was super creepy.
Yes, dude.
All right. Look, 19 days later, not even a full month. Look who back in the bed, y'all. It's not punk ass Charles.
Oh, ain't Charles.
Somebody on Amazon thought, well, a lot of people thought it's a different man. And some of the black women were getting upset saying that I was showing her with several sexual partners. First of all, there's no sex in the movie at all, so I don't know where that even came from.
Right, they're
But,
co-sleeping.
secondly, That's Ralph.
Right. You know, she traded it in that new thing and went back to that old thing. She wanted that old thing back.
Exactly. Big body Benz.
Now I had him talk when he sat up so people would know that it was him, but for some reason people still didn't recognize him.
Nah, I recognize, bro. He's my second favorite character.
After Jeff.
Cause he was solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. Clay University.
You know what I'm saying? Making cameos without the cameo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna show you how to make a movie at Clay University. This is where the hobo reveals herself.
Hey, best friend. I'm really sad that you're leaving for this weekend, but I'm excited for you.
I know. This is my first trip back home, and I'm so excited.
Are you packed?
Of course. You know I am. I was packed a week ago. You know packing brings me anxiety.
Oh, I know. Wait, what do you think your family's going to say when they see you?
They're going to go crazy, especially my mom. Things between us just haven't been the same since high school, but I think this time apart has really made us better.
All right, I gotta say this. This young lady reminds me of Jaden Smith.
You know I'm the first to go to college.
And I don't mean that in a mean way, but if somebody told me that she was like a sister or a cousin, I would absolutely believe it. Like what does Willow Smith look like these days? Does she look like Jaden? I would assume.
Did you know her?
I don't know. I don't really keep up.
I don't either.
I had a class with her, but I didn't really know her. I'm just glad they
Yeah, that girl is 31, the black girl.
Is she?
Wow.
Black don't crack, man.
Don't worry about that. That was nice. Ladies.
Show don't.
This is a very safe campus. So, I mean, before her, nothing else happened here. Plus, she wasn't no angel.
Yeah? I guess you're right. It has been a pretty amazing experience so far. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I have a TV show that I'm working on next year called Clay University.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And it's all in the same universe.
Sure.
Ooh.
And part 2 is shot at Clay University.
I'm digging it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we're friends.
Yeah, I'm loving the connectivity.
I'm ready to leave soon, so thanks.
She's on her way right now. Very pretty, as usual, just like the others. I think that our bosses will be very pleased.
It's a hobo.
Woo.
Can we? Yeah, I gotta rewind and pause on that. I gotta rewind and pause on that. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That's big boss energy right there. You know what I'm saying? If I was not live right now, I would edit and owned right somewhere in here, like an arrow, and owned right here. On the rights to yo ish. But yeah, so something that I did not get to ask last time, that I want to ask this time, because and watching this movie a second time, now a third time, I forgot that at the beginning it says that this was inspired by true events. How much of this is inspired by true events, and how much of this would you say is from your imagination?
It's really 2 events mixed together, to try to save,
yeah,
keep it thing. But no, I haven't been human trafficking anybody. But
I would hope not.
I wrote this the last year that I was in Atlanta. And so I took 2 stories that I had heard from Atlanta and put them together.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's crazy. And even then.
And then the other stories, like this is chapter 1. We have 5 chapters. The other stories dive deeper into the actual, other true stories about human trafficking in Atlanta.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean,
can't wait for chapter 2.
I can't wait for chapter 2
2
either,
is
man.
a adventure all in itself, but it's really really good. So I can't wait either.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know the director of part 2, and he said that he was gonna put me in the movie. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for part 2, man. Y'all gonna see me in there with my close up, like, yeah, this is my good side. I'm a 5 o'clock shadow right now, but this is clearly my good side of being there. Like, oh no, it's probably the hobo. And that's it. It's just a little cameo. I can't.
You're actually casted as the new hobo.
Oh, see, there you go. I'm the hobo.
Shit.
That means I'm the mastermind behind it all, y'all. See, that's how. Look, first of all, I ain't never seen a fat hobo before. But if you, bro, I would fall out if I got casted as a hobo in any of your films, because only the people here, the people in the chat, and the original viewing that we did would actually get the gag. So that's hilarious. Look, MP said hobo. Okay, let me show you MP, because we're done with the film. So we gotta go back to the beginning. Okay, we back at the beginning. Look, she's stretching. She just got done running. Look at this hobo.
She's not homeless.
She's a hobo, okay?
I said no. I can't help you.
Watch it. Look at that look. You can see the vindication in her face, and then look how she shakes her head. Like, mother, like that, and that's my computer, because I'm running like Ford video playback, so I apologize for the artifacts there. But you can just tell the ominous music was going, and then what? Look, we gonna fast forward to the diner where our bad guy is stationed, casually drinking coffee. Look who works at the diner. Why does the hobo work at the diner that the killer is at? And this is how much. See, now we drawing yarn onto pictures and the conspiracy. Look, if we go, where is it at? When we first walk in, look, see, first of all, we got my man's cameo. MP, I know you just pulled up. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, I directed this film. Nice butt. And then boom, right here. I've been watching you. Okay? We got that right there. The license plate. And where was it? It was back here, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we gotta go back just a little further, right?
What are you trying to find?
Oh, I've been watching you play for the first time. It was right as she was like looking around the car, right?
Yeah, when she was snooping around the car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Something that just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, and then as we start snooping around the car, what we gonna see?
I do not think he's going to be happy to see us.
I should be a lawyer.
What is it?
And a detective.
No, but I keep seeing the number 19 everywhere. It's like I told you in the car. It's in my dreams, the premonition.
Look, you can see it right there. The 19 from I Be Watching You 19 on the license plate. Exactly. MP knows it.
The one by the broken down car.
I don't remember. 19.
Boom. See, look, the same exact license plate. So that's what we got. That's what we got to make the connection from. Is he has his plate. He's comfortable enough in that diner to pull out his temporary license plate and slap that bad boy on the board where there's, what was there, like 7 other ones. So this one makes 8. Why is he putting his thing on the wall where the hobo works? Why is the hobo
It's not the same.
Oh, is that? Look, he just threw a hole in my plot, man. Look, maybe I should be a lawyer and not a detective, because yeah, okay, we not a detective, but we gonna say it though. But it's the same one. I just retconned your film, but yeah, but definitely, y'all. Again, we had a post credit scene, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that right there.
Oh,
That right there.
There
Are
we
are
go.
we? Oh, go ahead.
yeah, we're still on schedule for that. We just need a couple of things to come together in January, but we should be on schedule for that to get that done and start filming in March, mid-March.
There we go.
Awesome.
So there we go.
Awesome.
Mid-March. And how long do you assume that it'll take to, or predict? Because we don't find you as a man that assumes things. So how long do you predict it'll take to actually film it?
We have a 25-day shooting series.
25 days. And how long did it take
Wow.
you to shoot this one?
How long did it take me to shoot the first one?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
21.
21 days.
21. Savage. I love it. So there you
8
go.
hours a day. 21 days.
There you go.
That's
We
crazy.
shot Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for 2 months straight.
Boom.
Oh wow.
There you go. So y'all did this in a weekend, on weekends
Yeah,
rather.
we only filmed on the weekends because all of us had full-time jobs at that time. So as soon as we got off work, the only person that didn't have a full-time job was the cinematographer. But the rest of us, actors, all of us have full-time jobs, so we couldn't shoot no other time. So we had to only do it. So if we weren't shooting, we were rehearsing, which counts as a shoot day because I still had to pay them. So so we got it all done.
All right, so I don't know about my acting chops, but definitely just bring me in for like a practice day. You know, so I can rehearse. Give me a couple lines. I can deliver a couple lines. I can pretend to be shot. But yeah,
everything. One thing about my films, and I'm praying I get the opportunity to do a lot more. But one thing about them is like all the words are connected, like in the script. So Linda is my mom. Linda is my mom's name. Ralph is Rabisha, who's the producer, also my wife. That's her dad's name. Charlie is her uncle's name. Pam is my sister's name. Jeff is my brother's name. And
Jeff must be a real one.
Della, yeah, Della is my wife's aunt who passed away. So Della, and then Allison is a close friend of mine, but she's also the cousin of Andrea, who is the script director and the that did all the different I can't remember what it's called. I'm sorry, it's early here. Set decorations. She did all the set decorations and from production stuff. She's also executive producer. That's her cousin's name, Allison. And then who else? What other names were there? Autumn. Autumn is the only name. I always thought Autumn was a pretty name, and I think that's the only name that doesn't have a meaning. But everybody else's name has a meaning.
Right.
Dylan and James are the other two.
James is me. My name is Howard. Yeah, so James is me, and Dylan is just Dylan is just Dylan. But there's a possibility that Dylan will have a spinoff.
Oh shit.
We're working on that too. So
Get to explore the mind of Dylan.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other. I think that's everywhere. And then Anton was Anton. That was his name.
Yeah.
That was his name. But yeah, it was all of everything they say. It's kind of like, I don't know. And if once you see like my collection of films, you'll see how every word literally is important. I believe strongly in the words that are being said in a movie. So there's really no dead dialogue. Like everything means something. So like when he says the perfect stranger is actually another script that I wrote. And it's a movie called The Perfect Stranger. So that's why he says that. Clay University, as you know, if you go on IMDb, you'll see that's a TV show that's in pre-production. It's about 4 Black males who who come back to their school not as students but as professors to save the school. That one's called Clay University. And then what else? There's also other. There's then of course the 19. If you Google the spiritual meaning of 19, if you Google it, you'll see why the whole movie is the way it is. And that's a crazy story, real quick. is that I didn't know that the original movie was called Mile 41. So I'll tell you what happened was that, and this is a true story. When we were looking for the location, I had seen it before, but I had seen it by myself, and I had seen it on the internet. So I was like, "This is the perfect thing." But anyway, we're driving up the hill, and Rabisha is driving. So it's me, Rabisha, and Andrea. And so we're driving up the hill, up the mountain that you saw us film. And she gets sick. Rabisha gets sick. I didn't know she was afraid of heights. That's where that line comes from. I didn't know she was afraid of heights. You know, as a husband, I should have, you know, and I'll blame myself. Well, she gets sick, and we have to pull over, and she throws up.
Wow.
On mile 19.
On mile 19.
So that's the reason. And so I looked at Andrea, and I was like, we can't go any further. She's not getting back in the car. And we looked around, and I saw the mile marker, and it said 19. And I was like, then the new name of the movie is Mile 19. I was like, because we can't go any further to go see if Mile 41 was even like a good shooting place. But Mile 19 was perfect. So when I started looking around, I was like, this is actually perfect. And this is the limit of how far up she will go. So I was like, this is just where this stops. So that's what we called it, Mile 19. And then later on, when I started like digging deeper into the script, I Googled, you know, the actual number. Like, let me see what this is about. And it's literally the Google spiritual number 19 is if you see it a whole bunch of times, it's your angels trying to tell you need to change your direction.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, and another quick story. When we were doing the premieres, women were standing up hating Rico, like was raising their hands at the end of the film and telling him like, "I hate you right now. Like you are horrible." Like he
did his job.
Yeah, he did a great job. He drew such an emotion out of them that it was very real. It's because in the theaters is so much better than on TV, because the sound, like you said earlier, you get caught up in the sound of it all. But yeah, the women absolutely love Rico, but they also hate him for the character that he played.
Yeah, I mean that means that he did it right. That's like remember when everybody hated Lawrence Fishburne for years after he played Ike. That speaks to your performance, like yeah. Yeah. Dope. I wish I could have been there. I wish I had the opportunity to play this in the theaters, but I've got the next best thing. I've got high quality headphones, a nice TV, and I soaked this up and got the closest to a theater experience I could ever get.
Yeah, the theater experience is honestly breathtaking. It really is the level, all the things you appreciate, you'll appreciate them more if you were to see them in a theater. It really is that level of detail that comes out more in a theater than it does out on the television. But yeah, it was a wonderful top 10 experience in my life was to see the film in front of a live audience.
Yeah, I'm sure that was an amazing experience indeed.
Yeah.
So we got y'all here in chat. Do y'all have any questions? Any questions for the man? The man who's delivered this piece of art, this piece of film, this piece of black film. Because we got some reactions. Fishburne was a villain. Awesome. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right, but Yuantan says Howard looking good there, brother.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yuantan is the guy with the wife beater. So I'm gonna tell you about Yuantan.
Hey, oh wait! I got a question for you, man. Cause you watch it now. I got a question for you. Look, hold on. Where was the scene at? Because we just got to talk about you.
Oh, was he leaving?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we gotta go back just a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Go back.
Look,
That was
okay.
it? Yeah.
So we go. I'm gonna just let it play from here because we got a question. Okay. Because I think we caught you live in 4K. Look, he's like, damn, she kind of cute. Look. And I like him chocolate too. My wife is milk chocolate, and I love her for it. Shout out to Team Darskin. No disrespect to y'all. Well, Howard, you married chocolate, so you know what's up. You know what's up.
All my wives have been chocolate.
See? There you go. Ah, look, we missed it. Talking about the chocolate. Talking about the chocolate.
You Anton, they're talking to you.
Boom, right here. What was you looking at, man? Was you looking at that booty? And don't say no, because look, if I get that right frame, you can see a little smirk just after that. Let's see if we get it. Let's see if we.
Let me just step outside.
Let me see if I. Look, I can't get it, but I got it the first time we paused it, man. Was you looking at that butt? Go ahead, because you in the chat now. It was
in the script.
It was not in the script. Don't do that. It was not in the script.
Whoa! He tried to throw you under the bus.
No.
Look, man.
You Anton, so on the day of filming, you Anton kept avoiding me, and I was wondering where he was at, because you Anton would come to some of the other shoots, but he would come as a PA to help out. So he actually was there for a lot of the shoots. So anyway, so we get to this shoot, and like he's avoiding me, and then Andrea, who was my first AD as well, assistant director, her and Rabisha wore a lot of hats. So she was my first AD, and she comes to me and she was like, good news, bad news. Anton. I was like, yeah, what's wrong with Anton? Is he sick? Is something wrong? I haven't seen him the whole time. She was like, he's kind of scared because he left his outfit in Los Angeles. So we had him a whole different outfit. He gets all the way to the shoot and left it. I think he left his shoes too. I can't remember if it was his shoes too. And we had to go to the store and try to find him some more shoes. But his outfit is just what he had on. I was like, just take your shirt off. And so when he had the wife beater, I was like, that's good. Just leave it like that. I'm not gonna worry about it. But he had a trucker vest, a trucker vesting that he was supposed to be wearing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so he left that at home on mistake.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. See, live and live in color. We caught him in 4K, live on YouTube. We know now that he was looking at the booty. He blames it on the director. The director is blaming it on him. All we know is here we can see as a man, we've all given that look, and some women have given it too. He's like, all right.
There was no booty watching in the scripts, I promise.
Right. There were no booties harmed in the making of this film.
Yeah. And this is for all the actresses out there. If it doesn't move the story forward, do not do it. I will stand by this for the rest of my whole life. If there is a scene, this is for the actresses. If there is a scene that involves intimacy or sexuality or nudity, make the director fight for that scene and pay you for that scene. Do not just do it because it's quote unquote art. If it does not move the story forward, it is unnecessary. And I don't care who gets mad. I've watched movies where all of a sudden they were nude, and I'm like, why did we get there? What did it do for the story? So ladies, y'all got to stand your ground. If you notice, there's none in this movie, and it moved around just fine. It moved exactly the way I wanted it to. So it's like, if it's not necessary, why are we doing it? Just make sure that it's necessary and it moves the story forward.
Yeah, there you go. Agreed. I mean, and I agree. And in this scene, watching the booty absolutely moved the scene forward because he was compelled to follow her to that hotel, and damn it, he saved the day. And he says it right here. He said, make eye contact. He didn't say what kind. There you go. Look, let's stop before he spits on his computer. We don't want to do that. Okay. Blerd Lines Podcast cannot buy you another computer, so do not spit on it for our shenanigans.
Oh Lord. Yeah,
Yeah.
you sounds a good guy, good talent.
Yeah, but definitely so. So we're not gonna hold you because clearly you got time to relax. You gotta get to another movie here within the next couple months. So very quickly again, guys, we got a lot of new people in the chat today. Thank you so much for everybody that stopped by. If you are a fan of superheroes, anime, comic books, video games, any of those things that are nerdy, including movies, we're supposed to be off for the rest of the year. We'll probably come back to do some type of unpacking of the Avatar film. Who knows? But if you are a fan of any of those things and you want that to come from black voices who have black perspectives that you can relate to, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, stick around. We've got plenty of content, plenty of game reviews, movie conversations, podcasts, all types of stuff around here. Mr. Howard Clay, you want to let them know where they can find you?
I'm predicting that that Way of Water will be a flop.
Ooh, I don't know if it's going to be a flop, but I don't know if critics are going to eat it up like they ate up the first one.
No, I can guarantee you, if they make 300 million this weekend, I'll be surprised. If they make over 500 million overall, I'd be blown away. I think it's going to be a complete flop. My wife disagrees with me. That's fine, but I don't like the storyline. I don't like what I've seen. I mean, it's great to look at, so it's visually going to do something. But I was right about Black Panther 2, and trust me when I say I'm right about this one.
I wouldn't be mad. I mean, honestly, as much as I enjoyed the first Avatar movie, Blue Avatar, not Airbending Avatar, it was Pocahontas in space. It's literally all it was.
I'm not as invested in this one as I was in the first one.
Yeah.
No one is. You can't wait 30 years to make a movie.
And furthermore, you can't
call it good.
You can't delay it 15 times. Like Avatar's coming out this December, but it's been coming out every December for like the last 8 Decembers. Like, so, like every time I saw a movie poster saying this December on Facebook, Instagram, wherever else, I would literally bust out laughing aloud.
Right.
So I don't know. But then again, I know this has a ridiculous budget size, and when you have a ridiculously large budget, it is extremely easy to flop as well. So even if it does do 100 mil opening weekend, 200 mil opening weekend, it's not recouping costs. So it definitely has an uphill battle, and it has that loss of interest. So we'll see.
They reported it has to be in the top 3 movies of all time to get a profit. So we're not talking about that. That's not going to happen at all. But what I'm saying is it's not going to beat out Black Adam in the money theater. Black Adam, I think, finished with 390, if I'm wrong, but I think they finished with 390. I can mark it down right now. 450 for Avatar. Tops. 450 for Avatar.
If I can place a bet.
Yeah, it's not going to do the numbers that they predict. It's not even close. I would be shocked if it reaches 500 million. If it reaches 500,000, trust me, it won't see 6. There's no way ever it's going to see 6. It's not that movie. It's not going to be that movie. It's not what people think.
So do you think this is going to humble James Cameron? Do you think that's what's going to happen here?
No, because he got paid already. So
yeah, this is true.
Humble.
This is true. He did get paid already.
It's not going to humble him. Yeah. He said he's got 3 or 4 more in the written and stuff, and that's neither here nor there. You gonna put him on Earth because you're definitely not filming this again. They barely made it for Dune. Dune was almost didn't get part 2, but everybody went out to see it because it was spectacular. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm sorry.
Definitely, and that's my thing. Like I want to see the film, but I want to see it simply because I know it's going to be a technical marvel, and there's going to be new techniques in filming movies in it. So I'm more in it for the technology than I am for the story. Because again, the first one was Blue Pocahontas, and this one is probably just going to be Blue Little Mermaid. So yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, with that there, Howard Clay, would you like to let everybody know where they can find you?
At the movies, but it'll be just anything Howard Clay Films or Mr. Howard Clay on Instagram or King Namari. I'm very easy to find. You can just Google me. I'm actually Googleable, which is pretty funny to me.
That's a
So
flex.
it's not a flex. It's not a flex. Shut up.
Big flex.
No, wait. It's not a flex, I promise. But it's funny though. But it's definitely not a flex. But I'm just happy that just being a black filmmaker having the opportunity. So yeah, it should all my information. It's right there. I'm an open book. So the editor's name is right there. I apologize. I don't remember it. My brain is just. I think she's like the third person that comes up.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd that orange cone come from?
Oh, the movie stopped. I hit the wrong button because I'm a fool. Yeah.
Oh.
And I could fix it if you'd like here.
No, don't worry about it. But yeah, just be on the lookout. Working on several different things, and just trying to bring more movies to your TV.
There you go.
Thank you so much for joining us, man.
Yeah,
Really
thanks for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Yeah, definitely so. It's been a pleasure kicking it with you again. And also, by the way, I just want to take a very quick moment as well to spotlight that you have a children's book that's out right now.
Yeah.
So definitely you guys are going to have to go and check that out.
Yeah, and it's crazy. The children's book is actually like the children's book I would have wanted to see at 8 years old, and it's basically about two colored people, two two black children filming a movie, how to film a movie. So it's like a 5-part series as well, where you will actually have the opportunity to learn every step necessary for making a film. Except for finances.
Howard Clay Film has something special just in time for the holidays. Meet James, Rabisha, Keyshawn, and Andrea, 4 friends who start with an idea, organize that idea, and use
that they'll be able to use to film a real movie with their friends.
Yeah, and I actually got that commercial playing actually live on the chat, so they can get a glimpse of that there. There should be a link at the end of that there, so if you guys definitely want to check out this story, it's adorable. Thank you, MP. It absolutely is adorable. There you have it.
And Rabisha is my wife.
There you go.
So cute.
You got to put that out there. He was taken, okay? Because I ain't gonna lie, somebody hit our DMs. And was like, hey, he kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? His wife said he cute too. Damn it! All right. But yeah. But at this
guy, I'm old enough to be your daddy, and not the good kind.
Not the good kind, right?
Oh my God.
Right. But yeah. But we gonna leave it there. So again, Howard, thank you so much for stopping by. Of course, you got
thanks a lot.
Got of the Blerd Lines podcast team, Demigod Sean, and your boy Greg from Dad Pad Gaming. Of course, you can see the sign in the back. You probably already know. But with that, you guys could have been anywhere in the world with us this Saturday morning, but you were here with us. That means the world to us. So you and Ton, MP, Liv, Lady Gunner, Impulse Gaming, T. Will the Don, and anyone who I forget, I do apologize. I just want to let you know that you deserve the heartiest gang. Have a good weekend. We love you all. Good day.
Have a good one.